talking. I was literally just saying before. But we good, man. Salute to everybody, man. Oh, apologies, man. I'm not even gonna say it. I already know what it is, man. It's not me BSing, man. It's so easy. Still working on the RJ Barrett video. Just not having enough time, man. But we're here. We have to end it a little early, maybe an hour and some change. We go into this show. Got some work that's due tomorrow. I got some work that's due on Friday as well too. That I have to work on tomorrow. It's ridiculous. But yo, salute to everybody, man. I appreciate you guys. They said the background's too loud. Yeah, I wasn't saying anything. I was not saying anything. I was literally just doing. I just want to let that beat marinate. Obviously, West Side Gun, Allah sent me. Darling, you sent me. Y'all know about that. Y'all know about that Sam Cooke, man. Y'all too young, man. Y'all too young, man. Y'all don't know no better, man. Y'all too young. But anyway, let me transition to this other screen, man. It says salute, turn up the mic. The mic should be good. I wasn't saying anything before. I was just doing random crap. But let me see. Let me turn up. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Everything's turned up. Everything is turned up. Everything should be good. They said I'm muted. I can't be muted. I'm not muted. Okay, maybe it's because it's 30 seconds back. But yeah, I'm not muted at all. Are we good? Yeah, I wasn't muted. I was literally just miming. But they said, all right, guys. Let's. Hey yo, you cats is bugging. Anyway, salute to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Here to talk about the FIBA games, man. Here to talk about what we saw from the Knicks outside of Evan Fournier. I don't want to cover Evan Fournier because he's most likely not going to be playing for the Knicks. No offense to Evan Fournier, but he's most likely not going to be playing for the Knicks again this season, barring extreme circumstances. But we got to talk about the FIBA games. Got to talk about main players, their performances, the grades that I think they should have. We got to talk about 2024 Olympics. Got to talk about FIBA in general, man. Has the world caught up to us? Is it just a talent thing? We didn't play our best guys. Should we be playing our best guys in the FIBA Cup games and then also playing them in the Olympics? How do we incorporate new guys? Should we change the coaches? There's one coach that should be included on some of these Team USA squads that I think could have solved a lot of problems we saw in the FIBA Cup games, man. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. Let me say salute to everybody. Let me say salute while I play that beautiful beat again, man. Allah sent me from Pray for Paris, my favorite albums from West Side Gun. Salute to my guy, Knicks. Knicks are nice. Oh, you're not showing up? Hold on. Conway and West Side Gun. Hey, yo. That should be good. Why y'all chat's not popping up? status quo. For some reason, y'all names are not showing up, and I want y'all names to show up, so I apologize. I don't know what the hell's happening. But let me say something to all you guys, man. This is my guy, JJ. Yeah, man. We're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers real quick, man. Sad, bro. Can't hear you. The echoes in my ear is that goodness, man. Is that glory. Julian Blum. Allah sent me. Mashallah. Mashallah, the beauty of God, man. See it every day and every night when we wake up. Captain Matumbo, my guy. He said, bro, where can I hear this beat? Allah sent me instrumental, produced by Derringer. Westside Gun, Griselda. Yo, you can't blaze that beat, man. You don't know about that Westside. Good to see you back. I appreciate you guys, man. We're gonna have more episodes, man. Even if it's just 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just to talk about random issues. I do feel bad. It's just I try to do the videos and I just been sickeningly busy. And this week, I was like, yo, set it up because I set this show up Monday. And then this week, a whole bunch of deals just came in. Trash coaches, Curse trash without Curry. Oh man, why can I not see our comments? Hold on. This is getting me pissed, man. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe I have another one here. Put your comments. You see a little space between where the words are scrolling and picture allows me to click on your comments and like I see them. For some reason, I just try to do a new one. It's not working. So by next episode, I have a new whatever it is, a new app to fix that because that doesn't make sense. I don't know what. I haven't changed anything. It's not working. Excuse my brother Passion for 2 hours chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, Lord. Finesse straight from KPJ, man. You're a fool for that one. KPJ's for me, though. That dude's done. I told y'all, man, as talented as that kid is, man, he got a lot of mental issues. His father has a history. Dude was putting up suicidal messages some years ago when he was trying to be Cleveland. Put up in the summer that dude, and now obviously the domestic violence issue. If it comes out all true, bro, he needs to be banned from the NBA, man. I understand for that. It's not me simp, it's not me nothing like that, bro. You need legit help. Legit help. They'll probably let you off without anything. You'll be out the NBA. You do that again, you're going straight to jail, bro. These dudes are trying to wipe their hands off, so they don't want you to do no jail time. So they can properly wipe their hands off. Maybe see you make a comeback in some weird way. Not weird way. Some way of shape or form. Find your way back to the league. I don't know if they're going to do that with this new CBA and how they're looking at DB now. But if you're going to wipe their hands off and you do it again, you go to jail. You go to jail pop. I think, look, people have mental issues, people have their things, but to me, I think that, look, if you understand, if you know you have issues, if you at least have enough mental to understand you have issues, go and seek help. You don't have to face your demons alone, man. You don't have to face the sins of the Father put upon your life, bro. Go and seek help, man. You're going down a bad path, man. It's just nice with my guy, man. Maxi Cali. American superstars are past their primes or some type of load management. We'll talk about that. I think that a lot of these guys can still dominate. Alright, F it. Whatever. Alright, I'll turn on the music. I thought you guys could hear me. He said music is too loud to be chill. Brother was really loud for you. I apologize, Gmo. When you hey, when you guys start liking my videos, You know what I'm saying? Well, I can make this a full-time job where you guys start liking my shorts. I put out 2 shorts during this time. When y'all start liking my videos, y'all leave comments at the end of videos, I'll consider. But the only people that be leaving comments are a few people. I don't be seeing no comments in my videos. I know I haven't been doing any videos recently like that. You guys, sorry, Kendall. I turn it off. I turn it off. People kill me. Anthony D, pause. Salute my guy. What happened to the new school show? What happened to the new school show? Oh, I don't know. He said, turn that ish off, bro. Oh, Lord. My almighty finesse. You hating on West Side Gun? Jim, are you trying to wake up with that boom bap beat? Yo, yeah, that's not boom bap, by the way, but whatever. All right. Y'all can hear me now. But yeah, what I was saying about KPJ, man, look, he messed up big time. He says, because you ain't do no videos in 2. I've been so freaking busy, son. Oh, my gosh, bro. It is. I don't have a team. So if I had a team, I'd be like, yo, just do the videos. I'll pop in for like 2 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I don't got no team, nothing like that. It's all by myself, bro. He said, Gmo, you're a Wall Street guy. You don't need our money. No, it's not about the money. It's about you guys helping me grow this shit. I haven't done enough videos. That's on me. But when I say, yo, send me a comment. Hit the likes on the video, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about a comment after the video's done. That helps the algorithms, helps this video get out. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about during here. I love when y'all talk y'all trash. I love it. But I'm talking about when the video's done, leave a comment. Even if it's like, yo, Gmo, what you said was some BS, bro. What you said was blase. So we can have the back and forth on the video afterwards. That's what I like to hear. He said, you live in BK Heights. You don't. Why you showing out my gov? Like, yo, what's good with this dude, son? Yo, chill, son. He said, stop being. No, it's not lazy. Trust and believe, it's not lazy. If I show you the notes I have on my RJ Barrett video, it's not me being lazy. And I was going to use it on this video. That's why I'm not going to talk too much about Team Canada, because I have a whole video talking about RJ Barrett. Has he truly improved? Watching Team Canada. And I have 3 points or 3 focuses I want to make. Trust me, it's not me being lazy, bro. Trust me. If y'all can see my eyes, I got nasty bags on my eyes, bro. I'm tired. Trust. There's a whole lot of stuff. If y'all ever see me, I'll be at Legends this Saturday. If y'all see me, bro, we could talk about what I've been going through. But yeah, it's been a whole overhaul of my job, man. There's a lot of talk, man. I know you just effing with me. I just hate the fact that there's even an idea. And I'm not saying you guys, but it makes me sick when I can't put out content. It does make me sick. Because I have all these ideas. I have an interview that I was like, I'm speaking to somebody about, and he was like down with it. He just had to go on vacation, blah, blah. And I couldn't even get back to him because I've been so freaking busy. This week, I get 5 deals in 1 week. What the Anyway. Yeah, so I was talking about before, KPJ, man, go get help. Go get help. That DV-ish, man, I'm not down with it. NBA's going to make an example out of you. You messed up big time, bro. He said, I remember when you used to ride the Q30. Now you high. Yo, Anthony Dunbar is corny, so I hate this dude, so hell no. I'm still at 8 piece of ish, bro. I ain't nothing, man. This dude's hot. Damn, I can't show the damn freaking comments, man. I hate this. I don't know what the hell happened, bro. I used to be able to show the damn comments, but now I gotta find something new, man. A new app. I had this stupid app with an OBS. Well, a thing that allowed me in OBS to show the comments. I don't know why it's not working. But anyway, yeah, KPJ messed up big time. Big time. Go get help. Go seek help. I know his father had some issues. He's been having issues for basically most of his NBA career. Fought his way out of Cleveland. Put out suicidal messages, I believe, the summer before he left, or the summer before the season before he left in Cleveland. He fought against Silas, the former coach of the Rockets. Basically left the game, like in the middle of the game. Bro, as talented as he is, that's why they gave him the non-get. This dude is so talented that he was able to walk out, I believe, during the game or near the end of the game or something like that, on the team. Walk out on the team. Had his runners with Silas. Now, Silas was not a good coach, but you still got to show respect. Unless the dude is hemming you up, doing some PJ Carlissimo-ish on you, still got to show him respect. And the dude KPJ, that's how, and they still gave him a non-guaranteed contract. Now, I thought that was smart. I also thought the Rockets should have done it better. I thought they should have traded him. KPJ could have easily been a big help to the Suns. They need any team that needs a punch off the bench, a create off the bench, KPJ would have been it. And maybe he's around some veterans, in a winning environment where there's a lot more ass of him. Maybe he gets his mind off certain things. But dude has issues. The dude legit has issues. And I think that the Rockets messed up by not trading him. I want to put my trust in him. You already give him a non-guaranteed contract. Trade him over to somebody else. He's cheap labor for somebody else. And if it fails for that contender, it fails. And not to say I would hope that he would do a DV and blah, blah. I'm just saying overall, if it just fails, it fails. And on the flip side, you got asses for him. But I never thought that him and Jalen Green were going to fit. They both need the ball a lot. They both, I want to say, have similar games. Obviously, Jalen Green is more explosive, but they still need they both need the ball in their hands to be effective. And they're trying to make Jalen Green this all around a playmaker for that team. And I think it would have been nice to get a proper point guard to set him up a little bit better. But yeah, your boy KPJ, you need help, bro. You need help. It's uncalled. What you did was disgusting. If it is 100% true, it's disgusting what you did. And I know that the lady as well too has had her own DV issues with people in the past. So I'm not sitting up here and just blindly caping for her. She needs her help too. But in this situation, bro, what you're doing, nah, that's not it. If you have issues like that with your woman, man, just leave. It's not worth it. Just leave. You're not married or nothing. Just leave. Go punch a wall. Just leave. You know you have issues. Just leave. Simple as that. She's in your ear. Leave. You're a millionaire NBA player. You're not married. You don't got no kids with her. Leave and go seek help. If you know you messed up, there's no excuse for you to not be seeking help. Hopefully, John Lucas, a guy well-respected former NBA player, coach, a guy who's well-respected, has talked and mentored, coached up players who've had similar issues, helped these guys get back on track. Maybe you could talk to him. I don't know. He's not going to get. I don't think he's going to get into NBA. He's convicted of these crimes. But if he finds his way back somehow, you need to put yourself around people, good people, to help you get back on the right track, to help your mental. Maybe you need to speak to a therapist. Maybe you need an intervention. Whatever it is, go seek help. In this day and age, if you have the resource and you know you messed up, there's no excuse. But let's get to better things, man. These guys have their issues. We got our issues, man. Super in the chat. I'm really pissed. I can't click your damn comments, man. Anyone in here hating on Brunson, go choke yourself. He wouldn't do that in NYC. He got to go through some mental health programs for real. JP says Shorty is, she's bad. But a lot of these girls who are bad are problems. Trust me. A lot of these girls who are bad, they got issues. I'll just leave it at that. It don't work like that, Gmo. Work like what? Try to go and seek help? The best you can do, the least you can do is try to seek help. Try to. I'm not saying you would be 100% better, but try to. The difference between seeking, well, put it like this. You could put yourself around certain people that they could just distract you until the frontal lobe in your brain, which typically in a male doesn't really truly form until you're 25, help that frontal lobe fully develop, even with all the trauma, all the issues, and understand, okay, hold up. I last shot, I do this and I do that because I've been through this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it makes sense. My dad was messed up. I grew up in a bad home. Oh, okay, you know what? Until I learn how to perfectly control myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take myself away from situations. I'm not going to go to the club. I'm not going to put myself around certain people that agitate me. I'm going to do certain things that the catalyst that mixes with the enzyme, which is me, those things that mess me up, I'm going to keep myself away from it until I know how to handle myself in the presence of such triggers. I'm telling you, bro. But anyway, the bads once they put their hands on you, I don't know what happens, son, but son needs minutes. Real talk. Athletes live an unreal life when their athletic primes with money. I believe, bro, Anthony, I agree with you. But he basically lost everything, I think. Ja Morant is very close to losing everything. So you got to grow up fast, bro. Got to grow up fast, man. I understand. Anthony D, I agree with you. A lot of these athletes and stars, they miss a lot of steps in a social and mental development, right? But you got to grow up fast. With all that money, did them players sit up there and say, you know what, hey, I'm not going to take that $200 million endorsement because you know why? I'm not mature enough. You took the money. It comes with the expected maturity. That's how the world works, man. That's how it works. You take the money, it comes with the expected maturity. You could be like Al Bundy back in the day and just, you know what? I never amounted to anything in the sports world, and I was great in high school, and that's it. I didn't take the big money. I'm going to act like a kid. Even though you shouldn't really be hitting anybody. That's not a measure if you act like a kid. But I'm just saying. Anyway, yo, guys, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, man, I got to tell you guys, bro. Go to freaking underdogfantasy.com. I told y'all. Y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all could go to Underdog. Y'all could bet on players putting up certain stats higher or lower, similar to Prize Picks, but y'all don't believe me. This Sunday, these are my only 2 bets on Underdog. And they don't tell me bets. I'm not cheating. They don't help me do none of that crap. These are my two bets from underdog. These are my two bets from underdog. Yo, man, y'all don't hear me though, man. Y'all don't hear me. I try to feed y'all, man. Pause. I try to speak the truth to the young black youth. And well, young youth. Young white, black, whatever. Y'all don't listen to me, man. Justin Fields, Russia. I already knew he was gonna hit that. Patrick Mahomes. That's the what's the name? All you need was 0.5 no, that's the other one. Hold on. Oh no, yeah. He needed 0.5 total yards. Easily. Justin Fields, first game of the year. You know he's running. You know he's running. Hit that easily. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown anytime versus Steelers defense. And Travis Etienne. Come on, man. Stop playing, bro. Like, y'all be bugging the F out, man. Go to underdogfantasy.com. Sign up. Use the code Legion or LOK with your first deposit, and it matches that deposit, bro. Easily. During football? Oh, my gosh, bro. You know how much money y'all could make, man? Go to Underdog Fantasy. Use Legion LOK. And y'all could win this money, bro. It's easy. It's not even that hard. Y'all could do matchups. Y'all could do up to 3, 4, 5 times your money. You could do head up matchups. Head versus whatever. Head on matchups. Y'all playing around, man. He says hard to reclaim them steps. Hey, the poke high legend Al Bunny. Shea Uno, suits my brother Shea Uno. Why no Jets bets? Yo, you corny. The website is underdogfantasy.com. Use the code Legion or LOK. I will leave the link up in a bit because you guys is playing around, man. I sign up right now. Please do. Please do. Hold on. Let me put the link. So, oh Lord, I don't even know what my password here is, man. Holy crap. All right, hold up. I be forgetting my Yahoo password. I use this more so for business, but I haven't been on here in a while. Give me 2 seconds. I'm about to post this. Why do people be... Wait. My bad. Let me just type this in. And I'm going to put MNDAL. If you love me, if you I got to put a new password. I don't even know what my passwords be, son. Oh crap! All right, I'm gonna use that password. Beautiful. All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just put the underdog. We gonna get to the show. I'm wasting too much time on some admin stuff. Talk about KPJ. Sign up link. Here's a sign up link, guys. Hold on. Dog. Hit this link. My guy Anthony Dunbar, and please use the code Legion or LOK. Slew my guy Ernesto with the text. So yo, Gmo, my guy. Sorry about Rodgers. My brother's also a dire Jets fan. Yeah, let's talk about it real quick, man. Real quick before we get to something. Please go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the code Legion LOK. Get matched up to your first deposit. Now, you have to like actually bet the money and then be able to take it out. Because I had some issues. My boy put it in it. Pause. My boy put in money on the site, and some stupidness happened. So where he couldn't like take the money out because he thought he could just take out his own money. So you have to bet the money. You be able to take out whatever money you put in. But again, these are easy bets. You know, you could put up to 100, right? With this code. So please. Said Julian Blunt. Yeah, I had to pause on that. That was wild. Oh, J Boogie salute. It's TV chat. Listen, Gino live. He's giving you the gift, but y'all want to talk your ish, man. I appreciate it. Nas is dropping tomorrow. Let me say something, J Boogie. Susan, my brother J Boogie. Nas is my favorite rapper of all time, one of my favorite artists. You gotta let the people breathe. The thing about Nas, and this is the gift and the curse with Nas. He puts out material too quickly when he's feeling it. Pause. He did the same thing with Illmatic and Godson. And Godson to me, I thought Godson was. I think it's a classic. I think it's an all-time classic. If Heaven Was a Mile Away, Revolutionary Warfare, Book of Rhymes, bro, Get Down. Come on, son. That is a classic album. But it doesn't get the proper praise it deserves. Why? Because he put it out right after Stillmatic. He put it out right after Stillmatic. Let your music breathe, my guy. Please. I understand you and Hit Boy, y'all making good music. Let the you just came out with the other issue. Let the music breathe. Let people miss you a little bit, Nas. And if it's Hit Boy, a lot of these young producers suit to his Hit Boy. He's not one of my favorite producers, but suit to Hit Boy. He's doing good work. A lot of producers just want to put out stuff. And they got a top name to work with, they just put out stuff. And y'all know how Nas is. One day Nas wants to work. One day Nas wants to put out 30 billion tracks. The next day Nas, he's not feeling it. That's how artists are. But Nas, you got to learn how to pace yourself. Nas, people going to start being like, all right, this is not good. And you be putting out good music. And they be like, I heard it. Then you probably put some fire-ish. You probably put out Magic 8. And people like, the last 4 Magics just came out in the span of 2 years, bro. Like, come on. I don't want to hear this no more. Damn, man. Nas, chill. Work on a damn album with AZ. You and AZ should be making music. Where's the damn album with you and AZ? Golly. But anyway. Oh, Nas, man. Look, I'm going to listen to it. Yeah, I want to hear Nas with other producers too, man. Hit Boy, he makes good beats. It's not my favorite beats. I want to hear Nas with my guy Knowledge. Knowledge is that's my guy, man. That's my guy. I want to hear him. I would love to hear Nas Alchemist. I would love to hear Nas and Alchemist, man. Yeah. Anyway. Let me chill, bro. But Nas, pace yourself. You're doing too much. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. Jay Boogie, thank you for the $5 super chat. And I apologize. I can't hit. It's not allowing me to show your comments. I apologize. Oh, let me see this thing one more time, man. This makes no damn sense. Let me see. Control audio, no. Local file. It's really not allowing me to. Oh. Yeah, it's not allowing me to hit the show the comments. I apologize, Jay Boogie. I appreciate the $5 super chat. I'm gonna try to fix this thing, but I appreciate that. He says stop. This is the greatest run in rap history. 6 albums in 3 years. Don't do that. Who has ever dropped an album at half 100? No, it's not. That's not necessarily a good run. You gotta make people okay. People feeling Nas. Young kids are feeling Nas. Like, oh, who's this guy? Blah blah. He's working with Hit Boy. Okay, I'm feeling right. And I'm not saying he's permeated truly with all the young guys, but y'all gotta let it breathe, man. Dudes, look, the old heads. A lot of old heads are happy that Nas and their older artists, 50 Cent's concerts are selling out, which is beautiful to see, while younger kids, and I say that the older generation is looking down upon and saying, oh, we're happy that you guys are failing. But the older rappers, because people want to hear music. So people, it's a nice resurgence for some of the classic rappers, some of the classic artists. And that whole hip-hop 50 thing, I heard it was great and everything. That's beautiful. But you got to learn how to pace yourself. What I think sometimes what older artists do, they get too hungry. They get a little bit of success, they get that resurgence going again, they get too hungry. I want to put out 80 billion out. It's like, chill. Let the people consume your art, and then you work from there. Let them yearn you a little bit. Because you know what you're doing now? Now you're starting to, any song you feel is, oh, yeah, that shit right there. Sometimes maybe like, Versus, if you maybe wait a little bit, it'll be like, oh, that's a good song. I like that song. Versus, it's kind of the same thing I heard last time. You diluting yourself, man. But anyway. Ken Rivera says Magic was not that good, to be honest, respectful. Oh, sheesh. Nas never had a lane with no distractions from Jay or Tupac. Nas never had a lane with no. You have no idea what you talk about. Illmatic was literally one of the most sickeningly awaited albums of all time. The hype behind Nas after he did Live at the Barbecue. I Snuffed Jesus. What? bro. You have no right to. And what beef did he have at the time in '94 with Illmatic? He had no beef with Jay. Jay-Z wasn't known like that. Some people knew about Jay, 5%ers and people were really, really into rap like that. But Jay-Z wasn't anything in '94, and Tupac wasn't. Him and Nas had their beef later on, but Tupac in '94 wasn't worried about Nas. Like that was his biggest issue. That's not even true. But anyway, y'all dudes don't be, y'all dudes just be talking to stuff. I'm the most hated person on Knicks Twitter. Apparently, save me, Lee. What happened? How you the most hated at anyway? So again, guys, please sign up for UnderdogFantasy.com. Make sure you use the code Legion, Legion or LOK. Get matched up to $100 for your first deposit. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm making money out here, man. And the money I win from here, I'm gonna start buying. I'll buy off gifts, raffle off gifts for you guys. So if you're not watching, or if you don't support the channel, you know what? That's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. And I also get my Discord is dead, and that's on me. But I'm gonna start putting some of these bets on the Discord, and I'm gonna start sending out the gifts that you gotta sign up to the Discord, and I gotta see your names talking on the Discord. If I don't see it, you're not getting these gifts, man. I'm not gonna put you on the raffle. And I'm not gonna keep this money. I'm gonna donate to a charity, or I'm gonna send this back to you guys via gifts. Buy hats, jerseys, maybe some tickets. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Telling y'all, man, y'all gotta mess with the channel, man. But I appreciate you guys, man. Let's get to this, man. Team USA. Oh, by the way, Aaron Rodgers, man. Oh man, Aaron Rodgers, bro. Let me pour out something for Aaron Rodgers, bro. Let me pour out a little bit for Aaron Rodgers, man. Let me pour out a little hendo. If y'all know this song, man, just play a little bit, man.
As an entrepreneur, as a creator, I'm
stupid ass ads. Y'all know about Aaron!
I don't know how much longer you're gonna be here, so I say my prayers every night. One for my mother, one for my father, and one for the love of my life.
We were right there, Aaron!
So if you decide to leave today,
my favorite quarterback!
and leave tomorrow at the door.
Oh, my favorite team!
And take only half of yesterday.
And forget all hope for the AFC Championship. Cause that was
just
when
we
5 steps
from eternity.
we were 4 steps from being the Pats and 3 wishes.
We were 3 wishes
Woo!
from
Touching
touching
the
the
heavens. Oh wait, it's Larry O'Brien.
we were 5 steps.
Oh, it's so much that was for Alright. Yo, watch your mouth, son. It's so much. Yo, nah. Y'all not gonna play. Nah, F all y'all. Y'all not. Someone said. He said 4 plays. Yo, y'all corny. Wambi said 4 snaps. Nah. Nah, y'all not gonna make fun of my Nah, y'all not. Yo, your man Rodgers did the McDice. Yo, we had the chip and I hit it difficult. I don't know about winning the Super Bowl. I don't know about all that. So I'm over here weak. Y'all corny, man. Don't do that. I'm not laughing at the injury. I'm just laughing at the dumbass jokes y'all making, man. He said nothing funny though. JJ, with his injury, nothing's funny. I'm laughing at the jokes y'all making. I don't think people were rooting for him to get hurt, but some of the puns and stuff are funny. We gotta admit that, man. But it sucks. It sucks. The Jets were. I can't say they're Super Bowl bound. I think the defense. When you have a defense where you have young players, you haven't paid everybody yet. I know you just paid Quentin Williams, but Quentin Williams is a beast. John Franklin, beast. Quincy Williams made some clutch plays. That third down play we had that tackle came out. I forget who was on the flat. Was it Cook? I think it was James Cook on the flat. Could have had a first down. Quincy Williams comes in flying. He was doing that since last year. Everybody was contributing, man, against that Bills defense, bro. And Sauce Gardner didn't even have a good game. He got cooked. Diggs was cooking him. But freaking Whitehead with 3 interceptions. That third one was beautiful. Oof. And of course, Gibson. Man, look. The defense is at least AFC Championship quality. The offense with Aaron Rodgers, I think he had a good rapport with Wilson, and he can make any and every single throw. But here's the issue. He was complaining about the coaches using cutback blocks, right? And he does not like the cutback block because it doesn't give enough time. It's supposed to be short throws, right? Quick throws, excuse me, with the cutback block. And he was complaining. He was always audibling out of or calling, change the protections to get out of cutback blocks. And that's also on Hackett. That's also on the O-line. That's on the coaching staff, bro. If I have a star player, I'm going to do my best to surround him with as much talent and try to make the game plan as that makes him the most comfortable. Until he shows me he can't play, unless he pulls like a Russell Wilson like last year, I got to go with his game plan, bro. And that cutback block, we had Dwayne Brown on the left. 38 years old Dwayne Brown doing a cutback block. And voila, dude, clean snap of his Achilles, which is probably the worst, if not the worst, if not worse than ACLs, is the worst injury you could get in football. In any sport, excuse me. It's the worst injury. So blame goes all around, man. But yeah, the Jets, man. The Jets are right there, man. In terms of building, and this would have been great for Zach Wilson, who I still think is talented, is just up here with his head. I think it would have been perfect for Zach Wilson to sit back and learn from Aaron Rodgers. The first interception he had was so dumb. He only had one, but it was so dumb. And those are those plays where you think you're him and you're not him. You have Matt Milano, who's all over the place that game. I forget who he's trying to throw to, but you had somebody drape him. You had basically 3 guys in that area. You're trying to throw in between the numbers, which is not typically where he plays well. He plays typically outside the numbers. And y'all saw it through that game. He was making some great throws. Garrett Wilson, I think it was a third down pass he made in the red zone to set up for the touchdown. Made some excellent throws. That play to Lazard, I think it was another third time. He has the talent. It's here in the head. It's getting out your mind that you can't be a game manager, at least for the first few years of your career. You're not a gunslinger in that regard where you can make, okay, I'll give you could make 1 or 2 interceptions here, but you're giving me 300 and something, 400 yards a game. You give me 4,000, 5,000 yards a season. It's not your game, Zach, at least not now. Play within your game. And also, too, Hackett, those guys, I know Hackett typically works best with veterans. I need to see more rollouts, more bootlegs, play action. And Aaron Rodgers said it himself. This is why it's so great to have a guy like Aaron Rodgers. Because sometimes these coaches, they fall in love with their own gunk. Of, I can run this, I can run that, we're going to do all this, blah, blah. You make it too complicated. That's why Mike White last year did better than Matt LaFleur than Zach Wilson. You try to make Zach Wilson do all these 5-7-step drop. That's not his game. He's a 3-step drop back, boom. Quick throws, rollouts. Aaron Rodgers said, use your freaking feet. And how many plays did Wilson make with his feet? Got us a first down on the 4th down. I know it was just him running into me. He could have messed that up. Run. Get out the pocket. Get a better vision. As a young quarterback in this league, where you got to depend on receivers being good enough to get open, you got to depend on the O-line, which people don't talk about a lot, because teams love drafting quarterbacks and then having trash O-lines. David Carr, if y'all remember him, from the Texans. Everybody likes to call him a bust. 76 sacks in a season. That's not on him. That's the O-line. If you don't have a good O-line, you don't have good tight ends to block, you don't have a good game plan to protect your quarterback, you don't have good running backs. These guys love drafting these quarterbacks, and then instead of getting a veteran quarterback to slowly ease this guy in, they love to say, oh, look, the quarterback's going to save us. Look at Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck should be in the Hall of Fame. He had to retire early because they were too dumb to get a proper O-line until Frank Reich came. And Frank Reich is now at the Panthers. I was like, oh, crap, let's put some premier capital and draft correctly in the O-line. And they had one of the best. Who's your man from, is it Notre Dame? The guard. I'm forgetting his freaking name now. One of the best. So again, fit the game plan to Zach Wilson's strengths, man. Stop trying to make it to where, look, ease him into understanding protections, defenses. He's let him slowly ease into that, but work to his strengths now. And you have weapons. Breece Hall was amazing that game. I know he tired out at one play. He was amazing. Even Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook only had 33 yards rushing, but he made some solid plays for us. Screen plays for Zach. Just make it simple. But anyway, let's get to this damn thing. We're talking way too much about my Jets now. Aaron Rodgers is finito. I think Jets are fine. We got a bright future. Just unfortunate luck, says Kendall Rivera. He threw it to him. He threw it right to him. Yeah, bro, threw it right to the dude, Matt Milano, just sitting right there. Because he's panicking and he's trying to make these tight throws. The only time you should make that throw is that if you want to make a mistake where the worst that can happen is an incompletion. The worst that can happen is an incompletion. Those are the ones where you want to take your chances. On the outside, go routes where it's one-on-one situation, or, you know, if it's an interception, maybe it's the end of the game, end of a half, and it's essentially basically a punt, and there's no time on the clock, whatever. And you just, but he says, I don't got confidence in Wilson. We're not a contender anymore. We'll see, man. I got zero faith in Zach. Hope he proves. Well, put it like this. Last year, the Jets went on a nice little run. Remember, Elijah Vera Tucker got hurt, and Breece Hall got hurt. Remember, Breece Hall was almost about to be the Rookie of the Year. Or not about to be. He was putting up Rookie of the Year numbers. The Jets were actually doing good, and people were thinking, oh, crap, this team might get to the playoffs. We were on that trajectory. I think we had 3-4 games we won in a row or something like that. We were looking good. Then guys got hurt, and Zach tried to do too much. We didn't have the protections, and we have the weapons for him. Elijah Vera Tucker was probably our best guy on the O-line last season. So, again, Zach just has to play game manager, play smart. There are games where you could sling it. You'll be able to sling it. Against some of these weaker teams, you could sling it, take your chances. But one, you got to build rapport with Garrett Wilson. It makes absolutely no sense why Garrett Wilson is not getting the vast majority of passes from you unless he's getting bracketed or he's getting, the elite corners on him. And even then, I think he's good enough that he could challenge some plays. Just got to put the ball where it needs to be. That play versus Trey Day in the end zone. Trey Day is one of the best. Tre'Davious White, one of the best freaking cornerbacks in the game. Bills have one of the best pass defenses, and Wilson was able to muscle that play. I know it's a kind of a freakish play, but it's still a great play by him. So anyway, let me see what you guys saying. Nixon Nice says Zach ready to prove a lot of people wrong. JJ says, can you win with a game manager in today's NFL? You with great defense. Well, put it like this: we don't have to win a championship this year. We don't have to win a championship. Just get me to the playoffs with Zach. Just get me to the playoffs and let's see what happens. I'm not banging on if we get to, I'm not banging on a championship. I just want to win a game here. I want to win quarters. That's how much I just want to win quarters in the playoffs. And then see and then build from there. That's it. Zach may not be the quarterback of the future, but sometimes your quarterbacks may be put to the fire too much. Aaron Rodgers. Thank God he had Brett Favre. Remember when Aaron Rodgers came from Cal, used to hold the ball up like this? You think he was doing that, playing like this, and he came to NFL, played straight up, playing like that, like he did at Cal. As good, you know how many quarterbacks have been called bust because they were put through the fire too early and they weren't ready? Remember guys like David Klinger from the University of Houston, went to the Bengals, no O-line, no talent, got destroyed. Y'all remember these guys? David Carr could sling it. Do all that stuff. Didn't have an O-line, didn't have a run game with the Texans. Even Carson Wentz. I know Carson Wentz kind of fallen off. He had that nasty injury because of, well, I mean, granted, he did have weapons on the Eagles, and he used to run a lot. Like, let me use Carson Wentz. That's like an example. Because I can't really even call him a bust per se. But a lot of these guys are on teams, these QBs are on teams where they just get thrown to the fire and they're not ready. And it's all, I just want to look good and, I'm the guy who drafted this kid. You got to play. No, he don't got to play right away. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Teddy Bridgewater should have been playing over Sam Darnold that first year. We got rid of Teddy Bridgewater. He looked good in the preseason. It made no sense. Sam Darnold was not ready. I don't care what Sam Darnold, and look at him now. Where's Sam Darnold now? He's with the Panthers now, I believe. Come on, man. These dudes be destroying these young players in the NFL, bro. And they look up, oh my gosh, why don't I have a job? Because you're doing too much, bro. Every quarterback, unless it's a generational quarterback, is all right. We got Peyton Manning. And even generational. Tom Brady's generational. Yeah, he needed years, right? He needed to play behind Drew Bledsoe. He wasn't ready just coming in. Those first few years, I know Belichick had the cheating, but he also had a great run game. He had a good defense. Richard Seymour and all those guys, man, come on, bro. Protect your quarterbacks. Can't see Rodgers going out like he just put out a tweet saying that he's gonna come back, that he's gonna be fine, hard for recovery. He's talking a 40-year-old and then the Achilles surgery. Ugh. Oh man. 40-year-old with a ruined Achilles. Just better not push Garrett out the door by not getting him a proper QB. He got the top 3 wide receivers, if not the best wideout talent. I think he's with the Bucks now. Is it the Bucks? I thought it was the Panthers. Can you win a game with a game manager? I already answered that. That wasn't a good throw though. You talking about Zach Wilson? Which one? Oh, right. He literally just put out a tweet. Hold on. He put out a tweet on because I saw it on Bleacher Report. He said something like, "See you guys again" or something like that. Hold on. He said, give me 2 seconds. He said, Salah said it's not Madden. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Hold on. I'm going to find this I can at least do that for Aaron Rodgers, bro. This is depressing. Aaron Rodgers. Damn, it was already 9. I did a whole hour. I haven't done anything yet on this video. He said, the night is darkest before the storm, and I shall yet rise again. Hopefully. Damn, son. And this dude, look. Son, this dude, you can't tell me this picture ain't tough, bro. You can't tell me that picture ain't tough, bro. What? On 9/11, son. You can't tell me that picture's not tough. Anyway, whatever, bro. Yeah, of course it happens, man. Aaron Rodgers is my favorite quarterback. He's my favorite quarterback of all time, and this is what happens, bro. Let me say it again. He's my favorite. I'm not saying he's the best. He is my favorite. I've watched Green Bay Packer games that had nothing to do with the Jets. No play, just none of that. Just to watch Aaron Rodgers, bro. Remember that game against the Cowboys in the playoffs? Where he threw it to, who was the tight end? Oh, I'm forgetting the tight end. He made that beautiful catch. But he threw it only where the tight end could catch it. I don't think it was Jermichael Finley. Threw it to only where the tight end could. Oh, it was, who's the tight end? He had that long nose. Dark-skinned dude. He was also he went to like the Raiders too. Oh, I'm forgetting this dude's name, man. I actually had my fantasy too a few years ago. Forget it. It's not Jermichael Finley. Threw it to only where the tight end could catch it, going out of bounds. But I was like, nah, son. This dude, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback, most talented quarterback I've ever seen in my life, man. But anyway, let's get to this damn Team USA. So Team USA, man, got a lot to discuss, man. Team USA, well, not just Team USA. A lot of players, not a lot, but a few players from the Knicks playing in the FIBA games. FIBA games, it was actually pretty exciting. Unfortunately, a lot of games were at the worst times of the day, but FIBA games are very exciting. Obviously, Team USA didn't even medal in the FIBA World Cup this time around. Team was a little disappointing. Started off well and end off poorly, losing in the end to what was it? Serbia, and then losing to Canada for the bronze game. Really disappointed by Team USA, but again, this is a team that people would deem as not being the so-called best of squads. But yeah, let me get to the grades. I'm going to get to the grades and I'm going to talk about the Team USA overall. Got a lot to talk about. So first and foremost, wanted to start off with an interesting name that we don't talk about enough, and that's Rokas Jokubaitis. I had to give your man Rokas Jokubaitis a B+. he actually played well for the FIBA games. I'm not saying it's going to translate to the NBA. I'm just saying for the FIBA games, he played very well for Lithuania. I ain't going to hate on him. He's not. I wish we would have drafted Herb Jones. Not saying at the time. I'm just saying, with hindsight, would have drafted Herb Jones. I would have drafted Ayo Dosunmu in that spot. Ayo Dosunmu, Herb Jones, BJ Boston, and I'm forgetting another a dude that I always mention that was in. Oh, and was it Josh Christopher? No, Josh Christopher was in the second round. But Rokas Jokubaitis, I watched a few of his games with Barcelona. Got to give it to him. So let me say the stats real quick. During the FIBA games, averaged around 25 minutes a game. He was a vital part of that Lithuanian team. Him, Brazakis, and Kazmingas, who, of course, Kazmingas, whatever his name is, hitting threes. Couldn't hit a three for the Knicks. Now he's hitting threes for Lithuania. But it is what it is. Whenever these guys play with their squads, they play like JJ Redick said, they play like Superman. When they get the ball in their hands, they're Superman now. But Rokas Jokubaitis averaged 12.6 points a game, shot 50.7% from the field, 49% with 2 points, 55% from three, 82.4% from the stripe, 2.3 rebounds, 5.8 assists. Played very well in that regard to go along with a steal a game. Was overall a plus minus of plus 2.9 per game. But yeah, Rokas Jokubaitis played relatively well, man. I'm gonna say relatively. He played really well. I would say it's about Rokas Jokubaitis. I have all my notes here about Rokas Jokubaitis. So some positives that I saw from Rokas. Let me get to a stat page. Oh crap! Hold up. See, that's what I'm saying. I only got my own team, son. Somebody would have said, "Let me get to the next page." That's Team Ken. That's RJ, and then Lithuania. So again, some of the things I saw from him displayed a really good ability to use screens to trap defenders on a hip. I gotta say about Rokas, not the quickest, not the fastest, but he does a really good job operating off the pick and roll, man. Gotta give it to him. Really rugged in terms of getting under getting the defender to either be trapped on a hip or on the back pause. And then finding his way to the basket, either get the floater, get the little mid-range shot, which he's done a good job of. Like when we talk about him, out of all the Knicks, I'd probably say he probably has a third best mid-range shot off the screen besides Jalen Brunson and then IQ. But he did a really good job. Again, trapping defenders on the hip, did a good job finding that mid-range shot off the dribble. 2 games, you can watch the 2 Montenegro games. He did a really good job. Extremely good job. I'm going to show a few clips too, because I just want to give him his propers. But yeah, just let me know if you guys can hear that. Again, this is the Montenegro game. I thought it was probably one of his best games for FIBA. Just to see all the aspects, all the things you want from a so-called guard. If he's going to transit to the NBA, again, attacking to the basket, both left and right. Likes to prefer the left, obviously a lefty. But did really well. Again, look at that, trap off the hip. And that's, I don't know who that dude is. At first I was like, is that Lou Dort? But I was like, wait, no, they're playing Montenegro, so that can't be Lou Dort. But again, pushing the pace, he did really well with. Shot really well off the ball. Again, his jumper is not the quickest, not the fastest. It's ugly. It's not ugly. It's just It's like it has really no crazy arc, but he did a really good job of shooting off the shooting away from the ball, which is something vital in the NBA. When you have these guys who they come overseas or they come from college, and they think that not say they think, but they work well with the ball in their hands. And many times you're not gonna have the ball in your hands like that, or you're not gonna be allowed to do much with the ball in your hands. You have to find your value away from the ball, and I thought that with the Lithuania team this summer, he showed, hey, I could be a catch and shoot threat, which is I think that. Again, if you're not going to be a guy's crazy heavy on the ball, or you're going to be limited on the ball, and you can't run the offense, you can't be the main facilitator, main point guard on the team, get a beautiful shot from the wing, it's good. Got to be able to create it away from the ball. Be nice you do on defense well too, but offensively, what he did in shooting catch and shoots, I thought he did really well. Very willing passer. Again, these guys coming from overseas, Lithuania, Serbia has some really good passers. I thought he did a really good job of finding the open man, whether it be the roller to the basket. Played a really patient game in terms of waiting for guys to get open. Found guys on the outside, especially off the pick and roll. Found the guys kind of shading once you drive to one side. I forget what the term is called, but basically those guys, when they shift from, say, the corner to the wing, finding those shooters in motion, finding these so-called motion shooters, whatever you want to call them. Thought he did a really good job of that. Again, underrated ability using strength against small defenders. And to me, willing pass, a good court vision. To me, I saw a poor man's Ricky Rubio. I think he should try to aim if he gets the NBA. Again, he's probably not going to move because the so-called competition with the Knicks and Tom Thibodeau's system. But I think that he probably would have turned some heads in Tom Thibodeau's system. And he probably would have maybe forced the issue. And again, he may not be the guy that the Knicks need, but he maybe go to another team. Maybe the Knicks trade him off to another team in a package, and he gets that opportunity. But to me, I think he should be trying to aim to be a poor man's Ricky Rubio to start out. Overall, try to be a poor man's Goran Dragic, a guy who can operate from the left, who can shoot off the ball, kind of finds a space off the dribble 1v1. Now, I'm going to talk about some of his weaknesses again. He doesn't have the quickness to be his man 1v1. Let me tell you something. This FIBA games, bro, I'd probably say 99% of his scores off the dribble came off a screen. And that could be how Lithuania sets it up. If you watch this play with Barcelona, it's the same thing too. 99% of his scoring opportunities, his scoring looks came off screens. He's not a guy who's going to beat you off the basket. He's not quick like that. He's not fast. And I'm not ishing on him. I'm just saying the nature of his game. Please, do not take me as me ishing on him. But he's extremely screen dependent. Now, in the NBA, when you talk about him being a lead guard, not sure I see that. Because I know the NBA players are not as so-called defensively sound, but they're quick enough to stay in front of him. And I just don't think he has the quickness. He's going to be a guy who's going to be needing a lot of screens. Now, if he's a guy coming off the bench, so for instance, if he's on the Knicks, he's running with iHeart, him and iHeart can have that pick and roll offense going. You can have more motion within the offense, right? Him, RJ Barrett operating off the dribble, attacking off the pick and roll with iHeart. When they mix lines around Mitch as well too, just calling constant pick and rolls with this guy. It'll be just a never-ending kind of eternal running machine. What do they call it? Not eternal, but whatever that thing is. Perpetual motion machine with him, right? Just constantly calling screens. But he'd be as a bench guard, be good. Starting guard, I'm not too sure. Other negatives: somewhat slow release, can create space off a screen. I don't see him creating much off 1v1 offense against quick defenders. Again, his mid-range shots, the only times I see him score 1v1, really, and it's not really 1v1, was off of broken plays. Again, to me, I just don't think that as a lead guard as a lead guard right now, he's going to translate. But to me, I saw positives in this game. I got to admit that if he came to the U.S., he'd possibly have some good success. Now, he'd probably have to get traded to a team. He suits my guy, says Donald Ken, says, hey, Gmo, I had to take a long break from the Knicks. I feel much better now. Need that. Get my sanity back. What's up, chat? Suits my brother Donald Ken in the building. David L. Salute. JJ salute as well, too, man. Knicks nice. Salute, my guy. So some games, again, some notes I took versus USA. He had guys like Mikal Bridges on him, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards on him defensively for a lot of games. He had 90 points. Wasn't dominant, but he was effective that game. Again, you don't have to be the man against these teams. As I'm going to talk about real quick with JJ Redick, what he was talking about in his interview on his show regarding role players and star players. And then versus Montenegro, like I said, this was a screen game. Found his mid-range shot in the second half. Good ability to facilitate off of screens, find the open guy, attacking off the left, driving away from screens as well too. That's where he's going to find his space in the game. Again, space it's all within. It's all within. How can I put it? The small little divots, small little spots within a game to create that little space you get off a little hesitation, off a defender's missteps. You know what I'm saying? So again, he doesn't have to be the quickest. You just have to find that little that little twitch and operate, and then explode off of that. Pause. Versus Latvia, I saw he showed the ability to exert speed and power against recovering defenders off of screens. Made a tough and one floater off a recovering defender several times. Made some good mid-range shots as well too. Hit some corner catch and shoots. So again, these are all the qualities you want. Now I ask you guys this because I think it could be the case. Now I'm not exactly sure how it works in terms of how long you have a player's rights. If he never plays for you, when does the clock tick? I'm not exactly sure. Right? Like, would he be a restricted free agent this summer coming up, like IQ is? Because I believe they're drafted the same. No, hold on. No, they weren't drafted the same draft. He was drafted Grimes draft. My bad. So you have another year. But I think the clock doesn't tick until you start playing. So I could be wrong. Someone in the chat, please correct me. I could be wrong. I'm not necessarily sure. But with him, is he a guy that you could see as insurance for IQ? Now, they're talking about, just saw a recent report where IQ's allegedly looking for, or reportedly looking for, a deal similar to Jalen Brunson. $20 million for 4 years, $100 million. Right? And if the Knicks don't come down to the agreement with IQ for whatever a reason, could you see Rokas Jokubaitis taking over for IQ as the backup guard for the Knicks? Do you think that watching from his FIBA games, watching from his Barcelona games, that he can be the guy to take over for IQ? that he'd be a nice contingency plan. He'd be the so-called backup guard. He doesn't have the defense like IQ has. Gotta give it to IQ again. I think IQ could be challenging for Defensive Player of the Year in a few years. That's how good IQ I think is on defense. I think on offense he's still best as an off guard. I think he's still coming to his own, but he's a guy who I think is a quick learner. I think he's a guy that he's starting to find his way in terms of being balanced and disciplined in terms of taking his shots in certain spots. I thought last year was a major step up, especially in that second half of playing within the framework, playing in control of your game. I thought he was excellent. Obviously, playoffs, he kind of ished the bed. But I thought for that in the second half, especially in the regular season, I thought he did a great job of playing within his game. So do you think that Rokas Jokubaitis, defensively he may not be as good as IQ, but that he would be a guy that can run the offense, find an open guy, be a plus multiplier for guys around him? Do you guys see Jokubaitis being the replacement for IQ if we can't come down to an agreement? We're going to have how many guys with $100 million contracts on the Knicks? Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle. We're going to have 4 players with $100 million contracts. Sheesh. That's crazy. But, again, Rokas Jokubaitis, B+, got to give it to him. He played really well for Lithuania in the FIBA games 2023. Next guy up. Let me turn off this video. The next guy up will be... Let me get to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, I think, was more so a victim of circumstances. That's not to say he didn't play a good game. Let me make sure that's actually... No, that was Jalen Brunson. Oh, I'm showing my slides before. Oh, I don't got my Josh Hart slides. You got to be kidding me, dogs. But Josh Hart... Hold up. I don't have my Josh Hart slides. But anyway, I'll just say it. I'll just say it from Josh Hart. Didn't average much, like 5 points a game. FIBA games. I would say I'll give Josh Hart a solid B. At first, I was gonna give him a B-, but I thought it was too unfair. So he averaged 5.1 points a game, 68% from the field, but only took 2.8 attempts a game, 78.6% from 2-pointers, 50% from three, but only averaged 1 3 a game, 87.5% from the line. 5.3 assists a game, 3.5 defensive rebounds, 1.8 offensive, 1.9 assists, 0.8 steals, no blocks. Was a plus minus of plus 8.8 per game. Again, I thought Josh Hart played really well in his spots, especially coming on, where he took over for Brandon Ingram in the starting lineup. I thought that Josh Hart rebounded really well. Actually, he was, I want to say he was I know he averaged more than Triple J, which is pathetic. But he was, that's wild. Triple J, again, victim of circumstance, but hold on, let me get this. Hey, yo! And by the way, the FIBA site, y'all got to do a better job. This site is annoying to move through. Yeah, Josh Hart led the Team USA in total rebounds. Why can't I find? Again, this FIBA site is terrible, but I believe he led. I want to say he led Team USA in rebounds per game. Yo, this site is terrible. NBA, please go send somebody to fix the FIBA site, bro. Go send somebody, make a deal with them or something. This is terrible. You should be able to filter out certain things. But yeah, I believe he's a leading rebounder for Team USA. Now, Team USA want to go small, right? Triple J was the main guy. But Triple J, to me, I like Triple J. Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in blocks. I believe I forget how many blocks he had a game. 3 a game, I believe, this past regular season. Excellent defender, but he typically was doing a lot of his dirty work. Not necessarily just this season, but he did a lot of his dirty work with the Grizzlies, with Brandon Clark playing alongside him, having that protector alongside of him. And I think that when you want to try to run small, you better have some grizzle. You better have like a Draymond Green. You better have another forward to really do a lot of dirty work. Now, as much as I like Josh Hart is only 6'4", right? He can only do so much. A lot of times, especially against Austin Reeves, when Jalen Brunson was in, typically that's why they had to take Jalen Brunson out of some of these late games or late situations in games. You had a defensive mismatch. disadvantage, right? I can switch off and get away from Josh Hart. One of the last plays by your man Schroeder with Team Germany was when he got that switch away from I think it was Mikal Bridges and got into Austin Reeves and then mollywopped him, cooked him, driving to the basket one time, did a step back jumper, had Austin Reeves slipping. Gotta be able to have. You're gonna be playing small. You better have at least another 4 out there that has a little bit more size and pose. You could go out there and defend multiple positions. And as much look, Josh Hart for the spots he played well. Made a few shots here and there, threes here and there. Rebounded really well, exceptionally well. Crashing boards, was a glue guy. You know, Brandon Ingram struggled trying to find his way and then get to what JJ Redick said. I'm not don't let me forget about that. But I just thought that Josh Hart, with what they wanted to do, was never going to work out unless you had another 4 out there. You can have him at the 2 spot, 3 spot, and you can be a glue guy in terms of bringing the ball, getting it to the right guy. The offense try to play his 5-out basketball, and at times a lot try to spread the floor. Look, I can't kill Josh Hart for what he did. He did what he was asked to do. Not much I can say about, again, his offensive game. They didn't push the offense through him. He wasn't a offensive factor like that in terms of a go-to guy, a guy go late in games. He was a glue guy you needed. Does a lot of dirty work, so I gave him a solid B. He played well, suited Josh Hart. Not sure if he makes the team again, but again, a lot of what people see as ineffectiveness, or what I think that has to go in the coaching staff. That has to go in Kerr and how they construct this team and what they were running out there offensively. Now let's get to my son, R.J. Barrett. As I already see all the grades, I messed up how this is going. R.J. Barrett, B+. Bomba clot or ass clot. Bomba clot. Do the will of Jah. I. R.J. Barrett had a very good Team USA, and I can't see that, so let me get to the R.J. Barrett FIBA. R.J. Barrett, this FIBA, a lot better than last time, even though I still think last time he's a little more experimental, but let me get to that, because I want to do this freaking video. I just need some time. 16.8 points a game, 30.6 minutes, 45.4% from the field, 37.3% from 3 off of 6.4 attempts a game, 63% from the stripe. 1 point he was shooting 20% from the stripe, which is terrible. So 63, I think, is improved, but for some reason, it just shows he's just a rhythm guy, bro. He's a rhythm shooter, man. He's a rhythm shooter. RJ's my son, but he's a rhythm shooter. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.6 steals a game, no blocks. RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, though. RJ Barrett, my son. He's trying to put Canada on the map, son. RJ Barrett's trying to put Rexdale in Montreal. I don't bum ass places in Canada on the map, son. That's my son, though. RJ Barrett, man. This guy, and what I'll say about RJ Barrett watching this game, man. The fact they were going to late in games. Now, SGA was the closer. He was the guy. SGA was cooking, especially in those last few games, man. SGA off the mid-range shot. Oh, my gosh. Dribbled the mid-range shot. SGA's a problem. But my son, the fact they go to my son RJ Barrett late in games, the fact that they were looking at RJ Barrett as a viable scoring option late in games, looking for him to attack the basket, looking for him to shoot alongside SGA. The thing with RJ Barrett is it all comes down to confidence. Now, again, I'm going to break this down in the video. I don't want to say too much. But, people want to analyze his shooting form. I don't really think his shooting form changed that much. I thought RJ Barrett just comfortable. Now, some people saw quick load ups. I saw quick load ups on his bring up and then release. At times, it looked the same thing with the wide. Even though he's bringing in the elbow a little bit more, so maybe he's just more comfortable. But sometimes you saw the robotic shot. Sometimes you saw the quick load up release, which is it's a confidence thing, right? Because the foul line's not really translating, right? So is he really tweaking his jump shot? I don't think so. I just think it's a confidence thing with him. I do see the elbow coming a little bit more, right? Second year, him and Drew Hanlen were working more so to keep the elbow out, kind of triangulate the shot. That makes sense, or keep like a triangle form a little bit more stability. He's getting a little more comfortable tucking it a little bit more in. But again, it has straight to the foul line again too. He hasn't been shooting really much off the dribble. I literally can count maybe 5 times he shot off the dribble. The one way he shot it was like an ugly shot. Time was winding down, and I think Powell caught the rebound and put it back in. He shot a mid-range shot off the dribble in the final game versus Team USA, drove to his left, step back, mid-range jumper, and then he had another one. I know for a fact he had another one, but it's escaping me. That's 3. And I really only remember 3. And I was trying to take all the videos, copy all the videos and make sure I only got 3 of them. So it goes to show you that he's not necessarily comfortable shooting off the dribble. Now, I will say this. Attacking the basket, I saw a lot of, and I put this on Twitter, and people on Twitter kill me. Suter Rook Shiesty, that's my guy, but he tried to kill me on Twitter. And I'm like, all right, I'm watching this dude RJ Barrett. Now, one of the issues, and I put this in a short that I did, a video I did on RJ Barrett, where I said that, it was a video, it wasn't a short, that the dribbles per touches he's get, it's like 2.5 or something, like 2.5, 2.7 or something like that. Poor. When you got other wings around the league who put up 3 touches per dribble, 3 dribbles per touch. And when you watch RJ Barrett picks up his dribble way too early in these weird spots where it's like now you have to throw up these ugly floaters, and a lot of times he has his tunnel vision when he's looking up and the defender's right there, big ass center, whatever. It's about to go. I'm gonna block this bro. You didn't get past me. You didn't get an angle on me. I saw a lot of that against in the FIBA games. And oddly enough, in FIBA, because there's no 3-second violation on the defense, you could just pack the paint. So I was surprised to see that people weren't really doing that as much against RJ Barrett when he played. I thought maybe he did do a better job of getting a little bit deeper into the paint to finish. Is it to where I'm more confident about it translating to NBA? Not necessarily. I still also want to see more counters, something I talk about in that video that I did. I want to see more counters by RJ Barrett. A little more dribbles. Now, I will say this. He did do a good job in FIBA of trying to attack a little bit more off the dribble, keep his dribble up, try to find his little spots of explosiveness off the screens. Like he had one against, it was a Team Spain, one of the early games, like one of those exhibition games, pre-FIBA game, whatever they call them. But in the FIBA tournament, one of the pre-early games, right? And he did a really good job. Let me see if I can show this. Hold on. I thought he did a really good job. Of attacking once he got off the screen and keeping the dribble up and then using explosiveness, little hezzy, to find his way. Hold on, let me see if I find it. RJ versus... I know I got it here. Yeah, this is it right here. I just want to show this real quick. And this is one of the more impressive counters I saw by RJ. This is it. All right, hold up, guys. It's playing the sound. I know. Apologies for that. I don't know why. Every time the volume is mad high for all. So let me transition here. And then, all right, it's looped. Oh, no, I want to loop this. So this is one of my favorite plays by RJ during FIBA. RJ coming down. Against Spain, opposite screen from Powell. Gets the defender away from him. Now he has the center. Look at RJ Barrett keeping that dribble up. Look at him keeping that dribble. Drives, a little hezzy. I know it's his left. He still picks up early, but remember back, RJ in the regular season would pick that at the pinch or at the foul line because he got off the screen and try to attack. Now the center in the NBA, you're gonna have probably a little more aggressive centers, right? They'll come up. They're not gonna play in between. Even though you get RJ Barrett because he's not a great mid-range shooter, you probably try to dare him to take that long floater or that mid-range shot, right? But here he doesn't. RJ Barrett takes. Oh, what am I doing? Takes what he's given. Goes for the layup. The center's way too slow. But again, I like the dribbling by RJ Barrett, a little hezzy. Try to catch the center. Going to his right. Or try to fake to his right. Could have done a better job of trying to cross over. But, don't do too much. If you have that advantage, you take the shot. And that was probably one of my favorite plays from RJ Barrett early on in the FIBA game. So, again, gotta give it RJ Barrett. I thought he did had a B+. They obviously trusted him. Jordy Fernandez is a big fan of him now. The issue with RJ Barrett, because I thought that with Nick Nurse, I thought there was a little bit more experimented with RJ Barrett. Now, Team Canada probably had higher expectations this year, so they probably just wanted RJ Barrett to play comfortably within his game. But I just thought that with Nick Nurse, there's a little bit more experimentation. There's a lot more shooting off the dribble with RJ Barrett that year with Nick Nurse when they played in the FIBA games. RJ Barrett with the braces. I believe he had braces then. Excuse me. But that was RJ Barrett's first hurrah with was it second hurrah? No, that may have been his second hurrah because he played with Team Canada before, even he had the braces. But anyway, I thought they experimented a little bit more with RJ Barrett that year. Now, Jerry Finesse thinks the world of RJ Barrett, so his trust in RJ Barrett being the number 2 guy alongside SGA, number 1 guy at times when SGA was sitting, I thought was really good to see. Put some more confidence in RJ Barrett because, again, I think his game just comes down to confidence. We can sit up here and talk about how high he's jumping with the ball in his hands when he's shooting off the dribble. We could talk about RJ Barrett not being the fastest or quickest, what's in his bag, all that stuff. Look, it's with confidence, RJ Barrett. Give me RJ Barrett that takes smart shots in the right spots, and can hit shots from the outside. That's all I need, bro. I don't need RJ Barrett to do anything else than that. See, Asa King said, "Yo, bro, your son is trash." And I wish I could freaking click on his damn comments so I can see them. But Ace, where's your son? Where's your son right now? He played for Team USA? Your son played for Team USA, right? What games did Randall play? No, he didn't play. Oh, that's crazy. That's why I thought Randall played for Team USA. That's crazy. But I guess your son is doing well, right? Anyway, Knicks Nation salute. Says salute Gmo. The chat Knicks Nation. So B+ for RJ Barrett. But again, I want to work on a video RJ Barrett, so I don't want to give him too much. And then last but not least, got to talk about your man. The one everybody, and myself too, very impressed by him making the team. Jalen Brunson, man. Struggled near the end of the summer FIBA games. What do you want to call it? And is that him? Yes, that is him. 11 points. Yes, that is him. Let me get to Jalen Brunson FIBA stats, because I can't see up there on the screen. Jalen Brunson averaged 11 points a game, shot 50.8% from the field, 38.5% from three, only averaged 1.6 threes a game, 95.5% from the stripe, 2.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 0.4 steals, no blocks. So to me, look, Jalen Brunson, I thought he played within his game. He's not a guy that he's not a super duper star, right? It's not a KD situation, not a Carmelo Anthony situation. It's not one of those guys that's going to come up and give you 33s against Nigeria. It's just not his game. That's not how they wanted to play, too, because Steve Kerr was emphasizing passing with the ball around late in games. Typically, Steve Kerr went through his wings and Reeves, Edwards, and Mikal Bridges. So Brunson just, he's kind of asked out. And he had a few games where he struggled. Especially near the end where it wasn't a thing of, and again, defensively, he's a liability. A lot of these teams are playing big. Look at Germany with his squad, Franz Wagner, Tice, whatever his name is, Schroeder, who you can characterize as even though he's lanky, he's kind of like a big guard, pause. Brunson kind of is going to struggle defensively. And then if he's not the main guy, they were going late in games, they were going to freaking Halliburton, because Halliburton, granted, he's not, Halliburton has defensive chops, but he's just, last season for the regular season, he's not a good defender. But I think when he has the ball less in his hands as the vocal point guard, he can be a decent defender. And they want that size. They want the guy to find an open guy. Many times too, Brunson would go up, get blocked by bigs, had trouble scoring against bigs in the paint because you just pack the paint. There's no 3-second defensive violations. You can just pack the paint against a guy like Brunson, against some of these smaller guards. So Brunson, to me, I thought that he tried to play within what Steve Kerr wanted. You saw a lot of times when people are like, oh my gosh, he passes. Well, yeah, he's passing because he's playing with other stars. And there's no disrespect to RJ or Randall, but there's a difference between playing for Team USA and then playing for the Knicks, where you have stars on Team USA versus with the Knicks. You kind of have to start. You have to create your own because, okay, how many times he got passed to RJ and he's struggling? Game where RJ's shooting 0 for 8 from 3. I got to keep passing to him. We're down by 5. We need some buckets. I'm going to keep passing because it's the right play. I'm going to try to take this shot right here because I think I can make against my guy 1v1. Let me get the N1, get to the line too. So, again, I'm not trying to sit there and make excuses for bad plays. I'm just saying that sometimes the circumstances are different. Now, when you look at Brunson, does this guy make the squad, the Olympic squad? That's a big issue. Let me get to that later. But let me talk about JJ Redick was talking about. So JJ Redick had a episode on his podcast. I think it's called JJ and the Old Man. Good podcast. He's talking about Team USA struggles. He talked about how you look at some of these other teams out here and why their guys do well, whereas like they just turn to Superman. You know, Ronis Hollis Jefferson looking like talking about he had Kobe looking down on him and also the Jazz, and he had some ridiculously good games. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, still trying to get back into the NBA, but you saw in the NBA he was never that type of guy now. But I think it is that a lot of these international guys when it comes to the NBA, they got to play within roles. If you're not a Jokic, you're not a Luka Doncic. By the way, Luka cries about everything. He got 2 texts that one game. He's just crying about getting fouled. So he loves talking about how soft the NBA is, and you sit up here crying in FIBA games too. So I want to hear that mess about the NBA is so soft and Luka would dominate, blah blah. Well, how far did Slovenia get? How far did Slovenia get? Your man was complaining about every call, bro. Anyway, but JJ Redick was talking about how these guys, these international guys, they come over and they just know how to play a role. They know how to play with each other. They've been playing with each other, for a while. Play on national team, play more national games with each other than most other players because they're the man in their country. Versus some of these Team USA guys, they're stars with their teams, but they're not the so-called. But when they ask to come together and be role players, they struggle. Now, I think there's some validity to that, right? When you're talking about, because the teams that we had where, like the 2012 team, 2012 team, 2016, 2020, I thought the talent was just too dominant. You're not beating Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, and those guys are sacrificing each other as great as they are. So you have talent plus chemistry. 2008 was talent as well too, but I thought against when we played Spain, 2008, when they weren't calling us BS calls, and you had Rudy Fernandez, you had Ricky Rubio, you had freaking Gasol. I thought it was great chemistry, but it was great talent, but I also thought it was chemistry, right? And you have to always find guys who they understand what the roles are. Now, chemistry I thought was good with this team, but you had situations. This is my son. I hope he comes to Knicks in some way, shape, or form. As a player, so let me not say any way, shape, or form. Anthony Edwards was taking some crazy shots in the games, trying to be the superhero. He hit some shots against a team. It's a Team Canada or Team Germany. We hit that 3, and I was excited on Twitter. I was talking all this trash. I was man. Then he came back down and then shot another 3 that was just like, we didn't need that. Even if you could just take a 2, try to get to the line, slow the game down. I think it was like a minute or some change left in the game, maybe 2 minutes, and he took that bad shot. Now, that's a shot that you look at, and it's not a high IQ shot. Now, the first shot before that, it's like, you didn't need that shot either, but you made it, right? And if you're going to take those bad shots, you better make them. Because a situation like that, I put money in it. Kobe's probably barking at him. Melo's probably barking at him. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James is taking the smart shot. And I thought that Team USA struggled in finding those high IQ plays and didn't have the talent to kind of supersede it. And then defensively, you have guys like Triple J out there. Now, again, these guys beat us at our own game, which I thought was pathetic. Team Germany beat us at our own game. Rebounding, they out-rebounded us, especially on the offensive end. I know they out-rebounded us only by like 1 or 2 total rebounds, but they had 5 more offensive rebounds than we did, 12-7. They were posting up Austin Reeves several times. Let me show you some of these clips that I got, because I actually put some clips together about how bad our defense was against Germany, man. That game got me pissed, bro. It got me pissed. Let me see. Is it coming up? All right, it's coming up. So here, let me see. Let me slow this down. Because I know, and people might kill me for this. This is one of the reasons why we lost. So one of the reasons, again, paint defense was terrible, I thought, at many times. Triple J was out there by himself. We tried to go small and try to basically overload teams with offense. Didn't work. Played on the outside way too much. Didn't have much of an inside presence scoring-wise many games. And the rebounding, besides Josh Hart, I mean, Triple J averaged what? I think he averaged like 2-point-something, 3 rebounds when you round it up. That's unacceptable. You're talking about these physical teams. These teams are going out there. They're going to crash boards. Going to play physical with this. And Germany out-NBA'd us. Out-old-school NBA'd us. Playing with size. Playing with physicality. Attacking the basket. Attacking the boards. Defensively. Bro, come on, son. We sit up here talking about, we got to play small. We got to do all this. We got to play at the European guys. We got to have our big shooting. Have these soft bigs who can shoot, blah, blah, blah. And what'd that do for us? How about get me the guys who can rebound? How about get me the guys who can protect in the paint? So a lot of changes Team USA got to make. I know we're going to have the big guns coming up, but I think that, again, those guys are getting older as well, too. You're going to have to start making these young stars that are coming up you're expecting to be your Team A guys for the Olympics. You got to start teaching these guys. You got to start instilling proper fundamentalism. And that means going back old school. I'm tired of these freaking NBA basketball nerds telling us, oh, the only valuable shot is a 3-point shot and the mid-range shot. Why have that? The post-up? What is that? I remember, and I'm not going to say who it is, but somebody who support the channel, so I'm not going to talk trash. The person we were talking about the Celtics, Golden State Warriors finals 2 years ago. And I said it's a shame that you don't have an inside-out game in the playoffs. You don't have guys who can become a sentry in the post, create tension off of other players on the outside. It's just this ugly five-out basketball, ISO basketball. And this guy was like, oh, that's not what it is in the NBA anymore. That's an antiquated style of basketball. So I'm like, all right. No, it's not. Luka still post up. Jimmy Butler, who just beat us with the Heat, with a whole bunch of undrafted players, just beat us in the playoffs, going with his back to the basket. Not all the time. LeBron James won a championship versus OKC Thunder. I know it's years ago, a decade ago, and some change ago. Beat the OKC Thunder playing in the post for the finals. I understand it's a young team, but still, the post up is not dead. A lot of these concepts these guys say is not dead. If I have a bunch of guys who can't hit threes like that, why am I trying to force them so they could look young? They could be with the in crowd. They could be the Euro guys. Some of these guys telling you all these advanced analytics, all this Euro crap, all this international crap. These are the same guys who are chasing superstars with their tail between their legs. And them same superstars talking about, I don't want to ever play with this guy again. Daryl Morey, the guy who tried to play with PJ Tucker as a 5 for the Rockets. How'd that do for you? Basketball is not 2K. Basketball is not 2K. Basketball is about talent and execution. Get the guys who fit what you need at the moment. You need rebounding? Get some damn rebounders. You need defenders in the paint? Get some damn defenders in the paint. I heard, I think Tim Beauchamps, is it? Talking about Mitchell Robinson possibly being there for the Olympic team. They're talking about Bam Adebayo. But yeah, you need, bro. How is Germany beating us at our game? Being physical, rebounding. What? While we're trying to chase them. Now, Team USA is weak. Now, Team is, they need their A guys. Our B guys should have beaten those teams, man. Kazminkas? Come on, man. You got to be out of your freaking mind. Salute to my guy, the new Knicks, City and Squire. Ear. Salute Gmo. Salute to the Legion Knicks fam. Salute my guy. Knicks Nation says, Mitch was needed on Team USA. We have to go back to post-ups. Get 3 dunks, layups at 100%. Beats 1 3 from 3. Paris says several MVPs are from other countries. So no, I'm not, bro. That's not my point. Luka, what's his boy's name? Donkish. What? Wow, I said Nikolai Jokic didn't play. I'm not saying they're no good international players. I'd be crazy to say that. What I'm saying is that these guys beat us at our own style. The NBA has become too soft. I go to Brooklyn Bridge Park right now. I see a bunch of young kids, instead of learning post-up footwork, learning footwork to the basket besides a Euro step, learning how to get into spot, learning spacing. You know how many guys I play basketball with who don't understand spacing? They'll just stay on the same side I'm at, on the weak side. They won't, once a guy makes a pass, they don't do the pass and cut, pass and a screen away. They just sit there, pass the ball, and just stand there. I'm like, bro, I'm sending you the screen to go back door to get around. So I come up at the top of the key, and you keep moving. Then you set the other screen for another guy. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, and that's just natural for me. That's just, bro. And I'm not some great basketball player, but that is what's being instilled in a lot of these young kids, bro. Poor fundamentals. We're playing soft. We're playing weak. No post-up game. And all Luka does is post up on you. Abuse you with the post-up. That's not all he does. Guys think, I got to be the quickest and the fastest. Luka's not the quickest or the fastest, but he knows how to use his leverage. He knows how to use his weight, his strength against you. Gets you into foul trouble. Get the advantageous shot off your misstep, off your misjump. We don't have, bro. You have to start really deconstructing the American game, bro. We really have to. But until then, get the guys who you know that you can play bully. I don't say bully ball, but you're not gonna get out muscled. You're not gonna get out physical. That's not a word, but whatever. I made it up. Versus trying to be cute and play small. Josh Hart's my guy. You can't do that. You Can't do that. And you know who I thought that Jaren Jackson, the softest rebound for a big man ever. He's pathetic. Again, JJ, a lot of and I like Jaren Jackson. I actually like him a lot. Jaren Jackson benefited from having Brandon Clark. Why do you think the Grizzlies struggled once Brandon Clark got hurt? Xavier Tillman. Who did Xavier Tillman get crossed up by or get abused by in the playoffs? Was it LeBron? And I like Xavier Tillman too. But Xavier Tillman tried to take Brandon Clark's spot in the, bro, he can't. And I like Xavier Tillman, but he's not Brandon Clark, bro. Brandon Clark and JJ, I have a triple J. I got mobility. I got switchability on defense. Brandon Clark was a beast defensively at Gonzaga as a center. And I think he's only 6'9". Then he plays as a so-called 4 next to Jaren Jackson. You go, I guess the front court, but whatever. I can switch Brandon Clark from playing against LeBron James or even playing against a guard to playing against a big. Bro, they have to stop stop marginalizing that impact. That's why I said that Brandon Clark's, the Tracy Jackson Davis, if he pans out, my guy from Indiana, those guys, I'm telling you, those guys who may not be scoring. It's that, Draymond Green you could add into that mix. Well, Draymond Green is there because he facilitates and stuff, so he has a lot of values. But the guys who could rebound, who could set screens, who could finish off the pick and roll, that old school 4, old school small 5, it has its value. And that's the stuff that these basketball nerds said that we shouldn't be doing anymore. Oh, you're the bruisers of yesteryear, your PJ Browns, your Oakleys, blah, blah, blah. I put money. If we had a PJ Brown or Oakley with Team USA, we wouldn't look that soft in the freaking paint. We look terrible in the paint, man. And the funny thing, I think we actually won the team leaders in rebounds, and it didn't seem like it. Now, granted, there are games where you're playing against freaking Turks and Caicos or something like that, and you're getting 100 rebounds a game. So, but nah, bro. Nah, we can't do this again, man. I know the cavalry's gonna come in, but it has to stop being a cavalry. It gotta be fundamental basketball that we depend on for our team A's, for our team B's, even team C guys, bro. I know the world has developed in terms of basketball, but we soft in the NBA game to allow these international guys to get in. Let's be honest. We soft in the game for them. We did. So we can make it the offenses of the 90s. We're so ugly. I want to see more scoring like the 80s. If you touch somebody to get fouled, so they come to the freaking FIBA games and they think, I'm supposed to get a foul here, I'm supposed to get a foul, and the ref is eating his whistle. Like, what? What'd you say? That's not a foul, my guy. In the NBA, it's not the NBA, bro. You know who learned that the hard way and adjusted? Thank God he adjusted the right time. Dwayne Wade. Go back to that 2008 Olympics, especially against Team Spain. Remember Dwayne Wade tried to catch defenders in the air with that cheap stuff they were doing in the NBA? It got so bad they had to stop that in the NBA too, even though they still call it, but they said they clamped down on it. But go back to that 2008 Olympics. I remember I was in college watching that. I was like, oh, they stopped calling that fake jump by Dwayne Wade. Oh, what are we going to do now? I was scared. I really thought we were going to lose to Spain, bro. I was so scared, bro. But Dwayne Wade, LeBron, I'm telling you, the talent on that team and the intelligence, those guys adjusted very well. And we won it. But again, the Team USA, that weak-ish, bro. We got to get away from it. But you know who I think? So, again, defensively, I thought we're really poor, right? You know who needs to be on Team USA? I'm going to get killed for this. I know I'm going to get killed. This is cool. Tom Thibodeau. I'm going to run you through a few plays. It's like 5 plays. I'm going to run you through a few plays. And y'all can sit up here and tell me, what team does a really good job in preventing a lot of these scores? Let's watch some of these plays. So here, you got your man. Schroeder's going to get the pick and roll by Tice. Got Jaren Jackson Jr., and I think that's Josh Hart. Yep, Josh Hart. And look at this. Now, pay attention to where Anthony Edwards is. Look at that. Free to the basket. Now, you can't sit here and tell me Tom Thibodeau, who preaches the one pass away defense, the help defense, Anthony Edwards would have had his ass in that paint to guard against Tice. And you know who would have slipped over? I believe that's Bridges. I believe that's Bridges. Bridges would have slipped over to his man. We see the pick and roll again. Schroeder. Your man Anthony Edwards would have came here to stop it. Tice would have been seen either sort of corner or the wing. So now you have I believe that's Bridges who would have shifted over to the corner spot, and Brunson would have played more so of that weird area between the wing and the top of the key, where you have a big who's not going to shoot the ball. No, is that Kazminkas? It may have been Kazminkas, whatever his name is. Apologies, Kazminkas. But at the very least, you have a chance to contest the shot. At the worst, it goes to the top of the key, right? And you still got 17 seconds, so they reset the play. Got to go through it. But Tom Thibodeau preaches the defense to stop these plays. You got a whole naked on the strong side. You got nothing coming from the weak side. No help, no nothing. That one pass away, that help defense, that's Tom Thibodeau's staple. And the thing about it, too, Tom Thibodeau would have cheated his ass off with this defense because you can stand in the paint there's no time limit. I would just have Anthony Edwards just hedging all day in the paint. I just have him hedging. What are you going to do? I could just stand Anthony Edwards a half a foot away from the corner, a half a foot away from the paint. So he doesn't have to run back and forth that much. He just stands in that area. He helps out if need be and goes back out to the corner if need be. Brunson just plays the wing on the top of the key. It's help defense. It's one pass away defense on steroids and cocaine. I could just cheat all day. And you're going to sit and tell me Tom Thibodeau couldn't, and I know people are going to kill me, but Tom Thibodeau's already on Team USA. And the worst thing, and so people will say, oh, Tom Thibodeau, man, he's strung up. He's watching film all the time. You want that from these guys with Team USA, so don't get embarrassed. He would have taught that with this team, bro. Let's go through some more plays, man. Schroeder attacking again. Look how late the help is. He's already up there. That's Jaren Jackson, I believe. Got the corner. Your man here, damn, I can't see my what's the name? I believe that's Brunson here. He shifts over to the corner, and Anthony Edwards shifts over to play in the top of the wing at the top of the key. But Jaren Jackson's too late. Again, Tom Thibodeau makes that a staple. Yo, get your butt to help. We are protecting the paint. The Knicks have this, I think, the second best interior defense in the paint. Sorry, fourth best this past regular season. Only gave up 63.8% in the paint. At the rim, excuse me. Short mid-range, the Knicks were actually middle of the pack. 14th. But years before that, they were a lot better. A lot better. But still, giving up scores to the paint, Knicks are fourth. Bro, you can't say, and I know people, oh, you just love top. No, I'm just talking about what we need from the coaching staff, what we need from the team. And I'm just saying, Tom Thibodeau runs a lot of these staples. They're ready to kick out to the outside. Guys are sleeping. Schroeder already beat to the basket. No help. Straight to the basket. Look at where Brunson tries to play that corner, but I want to say he's there. But Jaren Jackson was way too late to the paint, and Anthony Edwards is in no man's land. You're supposed to be playing here. Get it back out to Kazminkas. I think it's Kazminkas. Oh, it's Reggie Tice. Oh, I can't even see the big. That's not Kazminkas. My bad. Another play where Tom Thibodeau's one pass away. Come off the screen. Schroeder gets another screen. Makes a switch. Gets underneath. Look at this. Pick and roll. Stuck underneath. Because is that Paolo playing in between basketball? Playing in between basketball. On a short pick and roll, you playing in between basketball, bro. You're going to get burned. You're going to get burned. It's just a bend back up, bro. Your man recovered. And you know Tom Thibodeau hates switching. Your man already recovered. Force him to the basket. Paolo, get your ass back and defend underneath. Unless you're going to step up and completely stop the drive. Too late. That's another Tom Thibodeau principle he teaches, man. Stop that drive to the basket any means necessary. You're either going to stop you at the rim or you're going to stop that drive. We're going to double you. We're going to hedge hard, pause. Disrupting every play. Again, here, you got your man, I can't see. I think that's Brazakis driving to the basket. Another, again, late. Look at this. 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 And this is where the discipline comes in. Anthony Edwards, if you come to the Knicks, you my son. I want you to come to the Knicks. You're going to get a rude awakening on defense. Now, I can't see. I think that's Mitch Bridges who gets stuck underneath. He's looking for a foul when they allow him to play physical. Look at Anthony Edwards helping out way too early, bro. Now, he probably realizes that Bridges is stuck. Bridges recovers. But look at Anthony Edwards in no man's land. You know that Tom Thibodeau hates that no man's land defense, bro. Thank you, Paris Duggar, for the $2 super chat. I said euros are equivalent to Negro Leagues, guys, 1940. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, yo, your man is bugging out. Your man is bugging out. But thank you, Paris Duggar, for this. for the $2 super chat, man. Anthony Edwards way too stuck underneath. Gets killed. Can't have that happen. Help defense. You gotta know when to time your help. Now, I think he was helping out because Bridges was getting stuck. So maybe that was the case. But again, he got stuck. He helped out way too early, man. You get killed on those type of plays. Another one here. Tom Thibodeau would have, the help defense would have been a blessing. Pick and roll. Look at this. Ty, excuse me. We got Jaren Jackson rebounding. That's just toughness. Tom Thibodeau, we're one of the best offensive rebounding team in the league. We dropped down a little bit in defensive rebound, I believe. We dropped down this past regular season, but we're typically one of the better rebounding teams overall. Tom Thibodeau makes a staple to be physical with the basket, physical with the rim on both ends. That's a Tom Thibodeau staple. Reggie Tice, and again, no disrespect to none of these players. Reggie Tice is not doing this in the NBA. Again, did he even play this season of NBA? I think he did. It's not doing this in NBA against us, bro. But for team Germany, Molly Wop this. Austin Reeves in a post. No traps or nothing. But Tom Thibodeau would have set the help, get the ball off his hands, and then we rotate to defend until they got to pass it around, and then we catch up, and then maybe they force a bad three, a well-contested three. But you can't have this in a post, bro. Tom Thibodeau doesn't allow naked bullying like this in a post. Austin Reeves getting destroyed. Terrible defense by Austin Reeves, by the way. Why is your weight shifted like that? You got the baseline as your friend. The baseline is your friend. Your left knee, his left leg should never be in such an advantageous position against your left knee. His left leg should not be the outside of my left leg. If so, I'm dead. What am I doing? And then you're leaning on his body? Pause. No. Can't have that in the post defense. But Tom Thibodeau would have sent help his way. Get the ball off his hands. Let them try to kill us with a three. With a contested three. Which they won. Again, look, where's the help? Where's the help? Where's the freaking help? Look at this. Look at this. Where's the help? Tom Thibodeau, staple, help. Again, no 3-second clock. No 3-second clock on defense. Pack that effing paint. You have Dennis Schroeder trying to close out the game. Their best player. And Austin Reeves was getting cooked by Dennis Schroeder. No help for Austin Reeves? Look at this. Triple J's way too late. It's too late. Said it's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Come on, son. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's some of the worst defense I've seen by Steve Kerr. Warriors, whatever. Terrible by Steve Kerr, bro. Get Tom Thibodeau there as an assistant coach, or one of coach, excuse me, for that Team USA team, bro. Can't have this happen in the Olympics. Unacceptable. So those are my grades. Those are people I thought that, those are some of the plays I think that Tom Thibodeau would have helped. Again, it's going to be important when we come up to the Olympics. I know we have the talent. Some guys are going to be older, but you need to be able to play sound basketball when the talent is not working. These other teams are playing more physical. They're out-rebounding us. They're catching up in terms... Well, I'm going to say catching. The chemistry is there. Talent is there too, right? But you're talking about Jokic's probably going to play for Serbia, who just won. Bro, these guys is not... They're not playing around, man. They're not playing around. They're using our game from yesteryear. And these guys... Think about this. These guys, they grew up watching Team USA embarrass their fathers, embarrass their uncles. These guys grew up where the national pride of their countries came back and said, "Yeah, we lost by 50 to the '92 Dream Team. We lost to those teams. We got mollywopped in '96. We got, huh? And your son is coming. Your son is looking at your father, looking dejected. You know, these dudes want blood. They want blood. So we got to get it back. So we got to get back that crown, son. Now I ask you guys this: Do you sit up there now? Do you play your best players for FIBA games? Because people say, "Oh, we don't love it," and I get the argument on both sides, right? It's like you got to preserve certain guys. We have the best league in the world. Got to preserve some guys and can't play them in the FIBA games. On the flip side, man, it is country pride. But on the flip side, we kept dominating. People, they'll tell us, oh, they'll find other ways to make the NBA soft so we can at least allow those international guys when they get to the NBA to shine a little bit more. That's what they did. That is what, I don't care what no one says, that is what they did. The Jordans, the Pippins, the Mullins, the freaking Ewings, the Olajuwons. Bro, man. The Barkleys, Magic Johnsons. They didn't make it fun for the rest of the world, bro. Beating teams 40, 50, it wasn't exciting. The ratings was just, oh, okay, Team USA is going to win. Whatever. Then they told us to play soft. We play soft, and now they beating us. Now they talking trash. Now you got Noah Lyles talking about, you really the best team? Yo, bro, I love track and field. Noah, shut the F up, bro. Shut up. But the NBA is the best league in the world. People are not clamoring to come play for the Turkish league. No one is clamoring to play for those outside leagues. Besides maybe the Euro League, and those are former players, those are international guys. But no one's clamoring to come play for those leagues like they are for the NBA. So it's different levels because you know why the NBA is the best talent. Jokic is not giving up his contract to go play overseas in an international league, in a Euro basket league. He's not. Guy's a clown, bro. Anyway, so last but not least, man, I want to look at the potential guys who could be playing for Team USA in 2024 Olympics, man. LeBron James came out the other day. Steph Curry allegedly came out after USA lost. And now these guys want to suit up again. One more time, man. Rokas Jokabias. Yeah, Rokas. MH, I talk about Rokas, bro. Scroll back early in the video, bro. I broke down a little bit of film from him. He played really well. I gave him a B+ for the grade, bro. I appreciate you, though. Excuse my brother, MH. But yeah, man. 2024 Olympic candidates, man. LeBron James, 39 years old. He's already won the gold twice. Bronze once, 2004. Gold, no, 2008, 2012. I'm stupid. He won it 4 times. I think he won it 4 times. 2008, 2012, 2016. LeBron James. He won it. No, he has 2 Olympic gold medals. He won in 2008. Oh, no, okay, 2012. I'm bugging out. He didn't play 2016? Am I bugging out? He wasn't with that squad. Am I bugging out? LeBron James wasn't with that squad 2016? He's a 2-time Olympic goalie. I know he didn't play 2020. Hold on, let me check 2016. I'm bugging out. I guess because he was moving back to Cleveland that year? Medals 2016. Who was the damn team? That was Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan, Kyle Lowry, Harrison Barnes, DeMar DeRozan, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins, Paul George. Yes, it was. Yes, and Carmelo Anthony was there. Was that the Carmelo Anthony 30 points against Nigeria? He had like 10-3 or 37 points against Nigeria. So he's a 2-time gold winner. Yeah, he didn't play last time. I thought he played in 16, but he didn't. And he wants to come back. That's not since playing 2012. Steph Curry is rumored to also want to come back. Kevin Durant is now, 35 now? 36? Gonna have an older squad. Bam Adebayo also spoken about coming back because you need that defensive prowess in the paint, man. You need that rebound. You need that toughness. He would be excellent. He likes to bang down low balls with the bigs. Can rebound, can score also too. I could dump it off to him in the post. He can create some offense. I think Bam might be one of the more underrated candidates for Team USA. Devin Booker, you gotta have Devin Booker there. I need shooters. I need gunners. would have been nice for him to play these FIBA Cup games. I think he could have built out his profile a little bit more. Because Devin Booker is one of those guys where you watch basketball, respect him. Is he a major superstar name? No. Is he a guy that people think of and say he's the best in the league? No. But I thought these FIBA games could have possibly put him over the top in terms of, oh, crap, now everyone knows who Devin Booker is. It's the same way I look at SGA, right? SGA, basketball guys know he's a beast. NBA guys know he's a beast. The rest of the world, do they mention SGA's name like that? Like, yo, so SGA is that dude. They don't. You know what I mean? So I think it's unfortunate Devin Booker didn't play, but I think he should be in the next Olympics. Anthony Edwards, after what he did in this Olympics, could definitely be a player, but then you're going to have other guys I think should be there. Jason Tatum needs to be there. Jason Tatum needs to be in the Olympics. Period. Point blank. One of the budding stars in the NBA. Talk about a guy could get white hot from the field. Look what he did to 76ers in that Game 6, then Game 7. Absolute reason he shouldn't be there. Joel Embiid is a guy they've been talking about. Now, Joel Embiid, again, 30 years old, injury prone, a guy who's been breaking down. His body's been breaking down. You have to keep him up like the freaking gingerbread man. But he's a guy they said that would he possibly be interested. He does have dual citizenship in the United States and France. But I don't see him playing. I'm not sure if he plays for France. Team USA, can they convince him? I'm not sure, bro. And honestly, to tell you the truth, as good as Joel Embiid is, would you want him on Team USA? Dump it down to him. He's not going to get the foul calls. They're going to be physical with him. You might get some diminishing returns just because of the wear and tear of the game, and his body may not hold up. Just saying, if I get by in terms of my centers, could be a Bam Adebayo and a Mitch Robinson and some guys to protect the paint, crash the boards, rebound well, defend in the mid-range shot, switch on to maybe small defenders to your 2s and your 3s at times when need be. Versus Joel Embiid, I think is a little bit limited in his game because it's more geared towards trying to draw fouls, and I don't think he's gonna be going to the line 20 times a game, bro. In the FIBA games, they're just like, yeah, we saw you fishing for the foul. We're not giving that to you. So I don't know about Joel Embiid, bro. Anthony Edwards. I put Anthony Edwards there twice. I'm an idiot. My bad, yo. Evan Mobley is an interesting name. A guy who's budding as one of the best defensive players in the league. A guy that I think that, again, the offense has been slow to come by in terms of go-to offense. A guy that you could dump it off to. I think some of the pre-draft assessments were a little bit overblown, a little bit overhyped. And even for me, I thought that he was going to be an absolute beast. Now, some people talking about he's going to be the first power, first center, point center, blah, blah, blah. And I'm seeing that more from, I see that more from your man, Alperen Sengun. I don't be seeing that from Evan Mobley as the first center who could be a point guard level. I don't see that from him. I don't see that from him. Julius Caesar, absolutely no problem, bro. Absolutely no problem. I appreciate you being here, man. Look, I have not had this show in a while, bro. People are sleeping right now, so I'm not, by no stretch of imagination, am I disappointed in people not being here on time. It is on me. I got to put out more content, so I appreciate you guys being here. So please do not apologize. If you're here, if you're talking, I appreciate you. Absolutely no problem. And of course, why can't I get to this? I'm trying to switch over to the next guy up. I just want to... Yo. Austin Reeves. Let me fix it like this. I hate having typos. Perfect, so it should update here. And of course it doesn't, it just goes away. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me update this. All right, good. Draymond Green's another one. Older age, I believe he's 36. But we talking about facilitating. Draymond Green would have been huge for this Team USA team. Finding the open guy, controlling the offense, stopping Anthony Edwards, who's my son, from taking some ill-advised shots, getting guys in their spots, defending, being tough. I know he's starting to break down a little bit too. But he would have been excellent. He's 33 years old. Damn, I be getting my ages wrong, son. He's 33 years old. But Draymond Green would have been a huge get for the team now. But Olympic team, bro, I need to have Draymond Green there. I need to have him as a facilitator, defender, even if he's not playing major minutes. If we're going out and we're ransacking teams because of our scoring, that's one thing. But in the times that we're struggling, I need that defender. I need that switchability from the front court guy. Like I said, a Brandon Clark type. Brandon Clark could be considered in terms of defense. Now, again, people look at, oh, it's Brandon Clark, but I'm telling you, I need to win them trench wars in the paint against these bigs, against their wings. Unacceptable what I saw against Team USA, bro. I need that mobility from the 4 spot, from the 5 spot as well, too. We're going to play so-called play small. As much as I like Triple J, man, again, he benefited a lot from having Brandon Clark on his squad. Simple as that. Mikal Bridges, I love what I saw this summer, man. Natural shooter, came from the outside, fluid guy off the dribble as well, too, man. Love him having on the Team USA squad. Austin Reeves is an interesting one. I still think Austin Reeves is developing. I hate the fact when I think it was Lithuania talking trash on him, just sticking their tongue out at him and all that crap. I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that. But I like Austin Reeves' resolve, man. He's a tough player, but defensively, he got cooked. He got cooked defensively in those last few games, man. Dude, Suta Links Black says, does anyone trust Grant Hill and Steve Kerr to put together Olympic team? I think a lot of it came from Steve Kerr. I know Grant Hill was involved, but I don't know, son. Olympic team better be, look, the top stars, who wants to come, we'll figure out the fit, and then we'll get the other guys. But don't get too cute with this Olympic team. You understand what you need to do now, and it's building out the paint defense. Having your star players there. Having some tough defenders as well, too. Guys who can play physical basketball. Guys who can rebound as well, too. Guys who also play within a role. That's another, like JJ Redick said, you have a lot of guys who are stars. I think sometimes you put stars, I think when you put the super duper stars together, they typically find motivation, and they typically win. 2004 was terrible because you had Marbury and Iverson. It's probably the worst mix of stars because they're just too, I need the ball in my hands guys, too greedy guys, and then Larry Brown, it was terrible. When you have guys like LeBron James, you got guys who they can follow under a player because they respect the player and they can play it in their roles and they see the bigger picture. I think that works. A guy, Anthony Edwards, who I like a lot, I don't think he saw the bigger picture. I don't mean it's in a bad way because they use him as a go-to guy at the end of games, but there's some shots I'm saying, some opportunities, it was terrible, man. They were terrible. And I love Anthony Edwards' game, bro. I would love to see him on the Knicks, but some of the decision-making he was taking is just bad. Jalen Brunson, that's one guy, man. Does he make that Olympics team? Now, there are rumors that they want him back for Olympic squad and whatnot. He may not even get many minutes. But does Jalen Brunson beat out a deer? Oh, I forgot to put this guy down. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach because I was talking about him on Twitter. Hold on, I don't even say the name yet. Let me put this. Let me see if I can update that. Let me see. It's gonna go blank. Nice, added. De'Aaron Fox. Who you rather have, Jalen Brunson or De'Aaron Fox? Yo, it's gonna be tough, bro, for Jalen Brunson to make it back. As much as I like him, he didn't crazy wow the world. He didn't crazy wow Team USA to say, yo, you need this guy here. Is he a piece I would like to have on Team USA? Yes. But can I sit up there and say I'm going to have him over Damian Lillard? Because they're both defensively not good, but Damian Lillard is probably still at this point a superior offensive player. De'Aaron Fox gives me a speed element, an isolation element that, bro, if you see what Schroeder did, De'Aaron Fox gives me that 5 times over, bro. De'Aaron Fox is a natural star. A guy can dump it to an ISO, can attack the basket, can make big shots too. I know he's not a great three-point shooter at all, but he's made some big shots for the Kings. That's a guy I would love to see on Team USA as well too. Jaren Jackson Jr., is he back? He might be back because of the success and on the Grizzlies and the ability to hit from the outside, but I'm not sure if he's impressed enough where I'm gonna have, if I have Bam if I have Bam, Draymond, and Mitchell Robinson, I got my front court guys. JJ making it over those guys. Now you can say over Mitch because he offers more offensively than Mitch, but if I'm talking about rebound, defending the paint, I'm just saying. I'm asking honest questions. These are all the candidates. I'm not saying they're gonna make it one way or the other. So swiping Jalen's a tough choice. Jalen has the inside track, having international experience. Brunson cannot be on that team. Tatum, Booker, and Scoot Fox are a must. Yeah, I see. I put my son Scoot Henderson. If Scoot Henderson impresses, bro, Scoot is my son, son. Scoot is my son. Can Scoot Henderson impress enough on this Blazers team? Him, Shaden Sharp, Anthony Simons. Can Scoot, if he wins Rookie of the Year? Because I know everybody hasn't Wembanyama. I think Wembanyama is going to be a growth spurt. There's going to be a learning curve with him, a little learning curve with him. I still think he's going to be talented. I just think that some of the hype is going to die down in terms of, is he ready to be a so-called super duper star first day into the NBA? I just don't see that from Wembanyama. And he just talked about it today where he's going to be put at the 4 spot to kind of protect him. They're going to do basically the Cleveland Cavaliers play and kind of have like a so-called other 4 next to him. Have what's his boy's name? Zach Collins alongside him to kind of do a lot of dirty work in the paint while he's a 4, right? So I think with that, Scoot might be the guy. He might be the Rookie of the Year this season, bro. If he stays healthy. I know the summer league crap was that was an injury. But if your man Scoot can get that Rookie of the Year, bro, this season, and he's that, and he eats like that with this, how can you sit up there and deny him? And they typically like to have young players on the Olympic teams, rookies, young guys who are going to be the next guys up to kind of be there. But who's to say Scoot cannot make that squad, bro? Is it the young guy that they preparing for the next Olympics, the 2028 Olympics for? Who's to say that? Damian Lillard, I think, is going to be there. He's there, the last squad, bro. Damian Lillard is going to want to go out. He's also going to want to build. It's with LeBron James going out too. Look, this is going to be LeBron James' last hurrah. I don't think he's going to win another championship. It's going to be LeBron James' last hurrah. He wants one more chance of glory. He's gonna relish. Oh, yo, I got a 3rd Olympic medal. Who got that? They ain't do what I did. I'm LeBron James. You know LeBron James loves the accolades. I might say it's not an empty accolade, but you know he loves any accolades that makes him try to make him look better than Jordan, because he knows he's not gonna get to 6 championships. So LeBron's playing. Dame Lillard's gonna play. Dame Lillard's also gonna play too because he has to fix that image. Him begging to go to the Heat and saying I'm not gonna play for another team than the Heat and all those other trash, and everybody thought Dame Lillard was really down, or the ones who fall for that dumb ish really thought Dame Lillard was, he's down, Shane. You know what I'm saying, Shane? He's down, Shane. Man, bro, he wants to play. He wants to get a ring. Let's be honest, he wants to get a ring. So he's gonna be trying to build up good capital, good social capital with the league again. He wants to be accepted as a good guy in the public eye, so he's definitely going to play. Anthony Davis, no. I just don't see Anthony Davis for the physicality in the FIBA games, and a guy who just keeps getting hurt year after year, and they're going to try to win a championship in LA. LeBron James might tell him, no, you're not playing, bro. And I'm not going to allow you to be on the team. I'll tell those guys I won't play if he's there because I need him for the Lakers. So I don't see Anthony Edwards. Chris Paul, that's an interesting one. Would you have him as a mentor, as one of the old sages? He is breaking down. He is getting older. Just have him as a coach out there, as a player coach out there. That would be vital. I think that would be great for a guy like a Scoot Henderson. Hey, what are you seeing out there? When you go out there for the next 4 or 5 minutes, you're playing against such and such team. How are you processing plays? I think Chris Paul, as many times people say they hate Chris Paul and stuff, I think Chris Paul has a vast amount of knowledge that we take for granted. I think that when he's all said and done, people will look back and say, "Oh crap, he was that dude." So I think he might make the squad just because of that player coach situation. He's gonna get major minutes, most likely not. But as a player coach guy, maybe. Ja Morant is supposed to be here. Ja Morant is supposed to be here because he likes to shoot guns. He's not going to be. But Ja Morant should be here. Said no way Scoot is not going to the Olympics. You sure about that? You sure about that? They always like to get the young players, bro. I'm telling Kevin Middleton, salute. We can't get hyping over a bit for quickly if you're not starting him 4 years, $80 million max. Said Ja Blue. I agree with you, Julu. Hulu season. Why do I keep saying Julu? Hulu. I agree with you. This is supposed to be. 2024 was supposed to be the year the world was truly introduced to Ja Morant. Now, I know people watch Ja Morant around the world. I'm talking about that Ja Morant was supposed to take that super duper step into stardom. That's how they're supposed to see Ja Morant. As, oh my gosh, China's supposed to be drooling over Ja Morant. When Ja Morant goes over to France, he goes to Europe. Oh my gosh, man, he's a god. Oh my gosh, he could jump out the gym. Oh my gosh, he's the next big. All the braids, all the Korean kids whose parents. Let me chill. All the Korean kids. I was gonna say so. All the Korean kids. All the Korean kids in South Korea are supposed to be looking at Ja Morant and trying to mimic his braids. The colorful dread thing was supposed to be a new fashion statement all over the world, even in places where they don't like. Let me chill. And Ja Morant blew it. Can he work his way up? If he gets deep into the playoffs and plays a good guy role and he plays man, you know what, man, I messed up. I got to grow up. I effed up. I'm a basketball player. I'm all about basketball. I'm all about trying to get better. I got to do better for my community. Got to do better for my people. Got to do one of those things. If he does that and he gets, say, to the Western Conference Finals, they may give him some considerations. But the NBA knows who you be around. Darius Stern back then knew who Carmelo Anthony was staying around. And Carmelo's like, how do you know that guy? They know everything. The NBA, they got them CIA They got their own CIA. They know everything, my guy. Don't let it go to your head, dog. Suit to Brand Nubian. Don't let it go to your head. Nah. Come on, Ja. This is supposed to be your Olympics, and you messed up. Desmond Bane I like. I'm not sure if he makes it, but he always use three-point shooting, and he can defend too. Tough player. An interesting one. Now, y'all might kill me for this. Jabari Smith. If Jabari Smith takes a leap this year as a two-way stalwart for the Rockets, don't be surprised if his name starts to ring some bells, man. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying, I saw what I saw in the Summer League. I know it's Summer League. But the guy takes his craft extremely seriously. He takes his craft extremely seriously, bro. I think you might see a major step up in Jabari in terms of creation off the dribble and the paint and a post-up game. And he had a nice string last year. He was putting up double-doubles. I'm forgetting. I want to say it was 10 games. I'm forgetting. But he had a nice streak last year. You start to see maturation in his game. I saw things that I didn't really see at Auburn. And I think sometimes when you're the main guy on a certain team, you expect to do certain things and it's just not in you. But when you're a role player, but when you're playing off another gravity player who's doing Jalen Green, and you have cover behind you, Tyree Eason is playing behind him. You got other talent around you, kind of take attention away. You could play what you feel most comfortable at, and then work on things that you're weak, your deficiencies. You start to see guys blossom. In their roles, bro. And I think that's what you might see from Jabari Smith. Do not be surprised if Jabari makes that Olympic squad next season, bro. Don't be surprised. And like I talked about, Scoot Henderson, Paolo Banchero. Now, I think Paolo Banchero is going to be one of the next it guys in the NBA. One of these baby child, how do you call him? Man-child. I said baby child. One of these man-child type players. But did he do enough in this Olympics to prove that he's that guy, that he's this dominant guy? He has to get that shooting up. He has to become a better shooter from the outside. More consistent before I believe it. Do they bring him back? If he's starting to give you, I don't know, if he has to probably win, he has to start to be considered for MVP, like dark horse MVP. He has to have that type of season for the Magic. And I'm not sure I see that with all the pieces got down there. But Paolo, I think in the next few years, not this Olympics, he'll definitely be in the next Olympics. Because he's one of those guys I think the NBA is looking at like a guy to kind of carry the torch. Can create the dribble, exciting, powerful, can attack the basket, has moves for a big, and everybody loves bigs who can move, can create. But I just think that if you have this last hurrah by some of these guys, LeBron James, when there's just not enough space. Paolo Banchero, he's going to be the next guy up for Olympics. So, I definitely see him as a real deal. But guys, let me see. Obi was putting up Jabari Smith numbers in Summer League and played 13 minutes a game. Obi Toppin's not Jabari. Let's not do that. Anyway, Lord Jesus. Suit to my guy Kevin Middleton, but you guys are bugging. Davis, Luke Powell's real deal. He's physical version of Melo. Melo was physical. Whoa, what? He's a physical version of Melo. Bro, even though what podcast just said it? It was a one I think with Evan Turner. There's so many podcasts, and they're good podcasts actually. These player-based podcasts. Jeff Teague is a funny mother effer, man. LIY, salute my guy. But he said Melo was fat. He was fast, fat, and he could shoot. So he couldn't do anything with that. Melo was physical. Melo was so physical, the NBA told him, we can't give you fouls because you're too physical. I'm paraphrasing, but they said it in so many words. What? Melo said it himself. He's like, the NBA told me I'm not getting foul calls because I'm too physical. Mo's one of those guys that when he was with the Knicks, he didn't get no foul calls. Probably some of those egregious. I still remember, again, Dallas Mavericks when they had Vince Carter, Dirk, and they clotheslined Melo in the air, and there was no foul call. And Melo was like, it was so bad. He had his headband on his face. The contact was so bad. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. This is not basketball anymore. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you, man. Let me know how you feel about this, man. We talked about the grades of FIBA. I'm still trying to work on my damn RJ Barrett video to talk about. Do you really see RJ? Let me chill. I don't want to say the title yet, but we're still working on RJ Barrett video. I might have a show on Friday, just talking some NBA ish. Maybe we gotta talk about this IQ 4 years, 20 million. Talk about possibly. Did you hear today? Giannis talking about, and he was on an interview talking about, I love Milwaukee, all that stuff, but I'm gonna go to the place that gives me the best chance for a championship. I'm paraphrasing. Gotta talk about that, man. Gotta talk about your man Giannis. He might be twerking for New York, man. Again, New Yorkers looking for that star, and Giannis would be perfecto in New York. Perfecto. But guys, I appreciate you guys, man. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the dark notification bell so you get each and every video for you get notification for each and every video I put out. Make sure to hit up underdog.com again. I'm not playing with you guys, bro. I'm not playing with you guys, bro. I told you I'm not playing with this underdog ish, bro. My first bet on underdog. 2 bets. 2 separate bets. One of them was with a promotion. And I told y'all to sign up for the promotion. Y'all don't listen, bro. I'm winning money here, bro. Stop playing around. Go to underdogfantasy.com. Make sure to use code LEGION or LOK with your first deposit. You get matched up to $100 on your first deposit. Trust me, NFL season, like I said, join the Discord because I'm putting all my bets and all that stuff in the Discord. I'm trying to beef on my Discord. My Discord's been dead as hell. That's on me. That's not on y'all. So please hit up the Discord. Make sure to go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the code LEGION, LOK, so you get matched up to up to $100 on your first deposit. I appreciate you guys. Peace to God bless. I'll see you guys later. And we are out.